Welcome back to Enshrouded, everyone. I am so excited to be back again. Hope you all can see and hear me okay. YouTube was a little slow to start up today with the stream, but hopefully the connection's okay. So I guess we'll see. But I'm excited to start working some more on the Tavern of the Forest Village. Good God, how's it going? Welcome. And to everyone else. I know there's a few viewers waiting. Hope y'all are having a good Thursday. And I had to come on again today because we hit 20k subs last night. So I am so freaking grateful to you all for being a part of this awesome community. 20,000 subscribers. It's hard to believe, and you all are awesome. I can't thank you enough for the support. It's really cool to see how much this channel has grown over the last year. And yeah, I'll put a little community post out at some point. But yeah, we just passed it, so thank you all so much for the support. And I do not plan on stopping anytime soon. I absolutely love this community, love the cozy survival games, love the building and creativity. It's so much fun. Thank you guys for the congrats, and welcome everyone. Lori, Inger, Caladrin, how's it going? Ella, how's it going? Fimlorn, welcome. Finally catching a live, watched hours of Enshrouded building on YouTube. Nice. Well, I'm glad you could make it today. Glad you can make it, and thanks for the Prime sub. Thank you so much. Fimlorn, welcome. I appreciate it. All right, well, I'm excited to get building some more today. In the last live stream, we did another stream on this tavern build, and we actually got a lot done, which is awesome. We got, like, essentially the whole thing from the ground up. We had outlined the foundation in a previous stream, but we are probably going to be working on the roof a bit today, kind of outlining a bit of that. Because yeah, this tavern build is going to be entirely on live streams to go through all the details and everything that I often can cut past in videos. So it would be a fun project for that, and we got a nice roof outline for the pitch that we want our roof in the last stream. And I will kind of copy this, I think, on both sides, one right here and one back here, and we'll start doing the roof and kind of laying some of that down, which should be a lot of fun. Congrats from Sweden. Well, thanks, Chloe. Welcome. Hey, Branwyn. Welcome. Just got off Valheim for a bit. Your gal's sailing, trying to find the bog witch. Nice. Yeah, that update's awesome. Love that they added that. Jolene, how's it going? Welcome. Bald Skeleton, welcome. Glad to see you too. Thanks for stopping by. Listening whilst working on Willow Crush. Nice. Hopefully that's going well. I still haven't really done much renovation of existing structures, but as the game becomes more finished, it's a fun thing to do. That's for sure. Daft, welcome. Hope y'all are doing well. Yeah, that's a big project for sure. Yeah, renovating existing buildings and stuff is I feel like that'd be a lot of fun, right? Like completely redo it and give it its own look and everything. Thanks, Zom. Welcome. Good to see you. Congrats on the 20k. Heck yeah. I am so grateful for you all. Just hit it last night. And yeah, awesome to wake up to 20k. Last time we streamed, I think it was last Friday. I still had another 150 subs to go. And yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the sub, Strudel. So appreciate it. And good morning to you. Hopefully you're doing well, having a good day. Daft, you prefer sandwich. Okay, I'll call you sandwich then. Yeah, I suppose that would make more sense, right? And I apologize if I butcher any of your other names or give you abbreviations. You know, I try to read them sometimes, but yeah. So forgive me if I do that. Overtook you quickly, Zom. Nice, nice. Yeah, it happened pretty fast. I'm super surprised, and it's been awesome. We've been getting like about 100 subs a week, which is amazing. It's so cool to kind of see that consistent growth on this channel. And I don't know, maybe I'll have to do like a little analytics video or other things, but yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. You know, last year I kind of had some big spikes and it was all over the place, and now I kind of like settling into kind of a steady growth, growing the survival community and things. I love doing the streams now. We've got a following, got a lot of people joining. It's amazing. It's so cool to see the growth and where we've all come since even beginning of last year. Beginning of last year, I think I started the year with like 3,000, 4,000 subscribers before Enshrouded came out. So yeah, we've definitely grown a big Enshrouded community, but it seems like a lot of you guys enjoy a lot of the games in the survival genre, you know, things like Valheim and stuff. I started the channel with Valheim and posted my first Valheim build video in a long time, you know, a bit ago with the Troll Cave Hut. And looks like a lot of people enjoyed that one too. So yeah, I absolutely love the niche of survival building games and cozy stuff. It's a lot of fun. Does anyone give me nicknames or shorten my name? Oh yeah, Chisel or Chip. What else? I feel like I don't know. But I feel like I've been called other things for sure. Close in the distance, welcome. Builds are awesome. You deserve the subs. Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad you enjoy them. Been enjoying the Enshrouded content, Zom? I think it's time for you to spread out of it. Nice. Yeah. It's a amazing game. It's a lot of fun, and I kind of enjoy having different games that are similar yet different to kind of fulfill those creative urges, you know. And I feel like doing Valheim or Enshrouded, or really looking forward to some of the new ones coming out at some point. Under Rock, Light No Fire. It's going to be exciting to see what starts coming out. Hey Harbinger, welcome. Pretty cool to see the work being appreciated. Absolutely. It is awesome. You guys have really taught me the, well, how much I really love a good community. You know, maybe if any of you are subscribed to my other personal channel, you know that I'm just starting to revive that a bit. Doing some videos on kind of growing on YouTube and things along those lines. But that channel I kind of started not knowing anything about what YouTube was about. And it was kind of all over the place and all of that stuff. And with this channel, having more of a niche and a community and a solid, like, not really, I wouldn't even say solid plan, but more of a plan, it's been really cool to see how much of a community can be grown on YouTube and the positivity and everything, which is really, really cool. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I don't mind at all if you call me Chip. Chip, Chisel, and anything you want. Hey T-Bird, welcome. Working right now, so you'll be lurking. No worries, no worries. Glad you can make it. And hey Holly, welcome. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all joining today. It's an awesome group here, and hope you all are doing well. And what I'm gonna start doing now is replicating this roof here on the other side. So I've got my stones, and let's go to the bigger blueprint. I think, yeah, right here. And I want to make sure, let's see, go up to my rough stone. This is just kind of the outline so far. And I want to do, it looks like 2 blocks in from the edge on both sides. Okay. So let's do that. Let's do one right here, and then rotate it around. And one right there. Let's do the same thing on the other side here. This will all be destroyed and replaced with a different block at some point. But, oops, I want 2 away. But it's just an outline for placing the roof down for now. Hey Joe, Matthew, Ryan, welcome. Hope y'all are doing well. Still Saber, Kyle. What are my thoughts on going, on what's going on right now? What do you mean what's going on right now, Still Saber? Is there something big going on right now? Really enjoyed the other build I did in the same tree. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you liked that. Larissa, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Meaning with the government. Oh, you're talking about like Doge and everything there? Yeah, it's interesting. You know, I'm not very political, so I don't you know, I don't really have like set thoughts on things. I just hope it goes well and turns out okay. And you know, there's also like the concept of the tariff wars and other things on taxing everything imported and trying to be localized. I think it'll help us in the long run. But yeah, it's interesting right now. Yeah, Enshrouded has no government, right? We could just have fun, build, chill, not worry about it, right? Canadian there, don't get you started. Yeah. It's interesting, you know, like I said, I'm not very political, but I try to at least kind of know what's going on, you know, just to, I don't know. I feel like I'm guilty of being too naive to a lot of it as well, sometimes. Depends. We are the government, Valerie says it, right? Hey, Lionheart, welcome. Builds are absolutely jaw-droppingly awesome. Oh, I'm so glad you like them. So glad. Thanks for stopping by today. Australius, welcome. Love making to the streams. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, that's right. Australius has the name. Chippington the Third, Destroyer of Orcs, Slayer of Spiders, and Builder of Worlds. Yeah, you had a bunch more things in there, man, but your text would be like way too long if you included all of the surnames that you've had for me. You're embarrassed as American that people voted so poorly. Oh, yeah, it's you know, there's always I don't know, the whole two-sided thing with America. I don't know. I wonder if any day it'll just, I don't know, clear up a little bit, but got a job, so happy. Oh, awesome. Glad to hear. The Enshrouded guy, welcome. Glad to see you here. Been seeing some of your stuff in the Discord. That's awesome. And yeah, thank you all for joining the Discord. A lot of you been seeing your posts in there and builds and everything. So cool seeing all that inspiration. Saw the cabin build. Yeah, you like the attic windows? Yeah, that was a fun one. That's one of my favorites. Definitely. I always love doing those cozy builds every now and then to kind of contrast the bigger projects. It's a lot of fun. Be able to upgrade your computer soon? Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, that'll be awesome. Let's see, we had 2 and 2, so let me go with one more here, and then one more here, and then I gotta kind of do, well, let's see. Let's put a little bit of scaffolding here and come out by 2 on both sides. So 1 there, and then destroy that. And then maybe just put a little scaffolding here. All right. And kind of keep copying this roof line over. I'm not going to do it along this back wall here because we'll essentially just come off of this roof line and go all the way back to the back of the build, and then we'll come off of the side ones that I'm doing here to be able to kind of meet up with that larger one. So they'll sit 4 blocks lower than the top of the larger one, which I think will look nice. It's about how the treehouse is up there. So that's what we're working on currently. Rewatched the Kindle Waste Hollow Halls episode and took notes. Nice, nice. Yeah, those hollow halls are fun. I can't wait till they do the mountain ones and the, or mountain one, I should say, and the water biome is supposedly going to have a hollow halls too, which is cool. Really excited for those. Discovered a fun fact about Fort Kelvin today. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's, I remember a lot of the lore that I read, but I know they've changed around the lore a lot, actually, since my first playthrough. And speaking of which, I'm actually doing another little live stream playthrough on Twitch. We just kind of did the first video a bit ago with Crimson again, just for fun. As kind of a side thing until the next update of Enshrouded comes out, and then I'll continue the playthrough on YouTube, obviously. But yeah, it's cool to kind of scrape through the game again and see all the new lore and the updates they've added to all the locations and everything like that. It's kind of cool. Yeah, you made it to the stream with Crimson. Yeah, it's fun doing it again. Set up a new save, a whole village instead of just a single little buildings dotted on biomes. Nice. Oh, that sounds like a fun project. Hope they add aquariums. That would be sweet. Yeah, or like swimming mechanics and things, underwater wildlife. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I could also use the decay tool where the tree phases into the roof. Definitely, that would be awesome. Imagine having to swim through tunnels instead of flying. That'd be crazy. I have no idea what their plan is for the water biome, but man, there's a lot of cool stuff that they could do for sure. Cinco, welcome. Love watching the vids. Oh, I'm so glad to hear. Crimson's doing well, Joe. Yeah, he's doing well. He actually, well, he got his job like half a year ago now, I guess. So he's often pretty busy, but it's good. He's really enjoying it. And so yeah, every now and then on the weekends we'll hop back on, do some fun stuff. Alright, so where is, let's see, I've got that one there. Oh, did I not put these in the right? No, I did. Okay, hang on. Gotta reorient where I'm putting this stuff. So I've got one here, and then one here. You just put one in the middle there for now. Okay, and I'll go do the same thing on the other side. You're terrible at fishing in Valheim. Yeah, Valheim's got the fishing, right? Minecraft's got fishing. Yeah, I wonder how that'll be in Enshrouded. I'm sure they'll add something like that. I really want to do like a little fishing village or something like that. Be a lot of fun. Jeffy, welcome. Excited to watch another chill build stream. Heck yeah. Well, I'm excited to keep building. It's always so much fun. And I think this this tavern will be a fun project for sure. Have I done the sun temples? Yeah. I actually didn't. I only did one of them actually on the playthrough episodes. But let's see here. There's, yeah, the one over here, which is the one I did, or actually the one over here I did on the playthrough. That's like the ghost glider. And then there's one down here. I think either this one or one of these ones had a new type of block in it. So they're definitely worth checking out. They are a lot of fun. A little tricky sometimes, though. But I think the Ghost Glider one was honestly the hardest. Some of them, the other ones, kind of have different different fun aspects in them, which is cool. Alright, let's see what we've got here. We've kind of got the... Alright, this big one here at the top, or aligned with the top of this guy. Let's see. Kind of even with this, it's one of these and then one more block above it. Okay. So even with this, one of these, oops, okay. Yep, and then one more block above it. Let's just do like that, and then like that, I guess. Doesn't really matter how I snap these, I just need it to be the same, because like I said, they're gonna get destroyed anyway once the roof is on, because we'll replace them with a different block. Don't really want stone on the ends of my roofs, but it's just a clearer block to be able to see what I'm doing, I guess. Doesn't have any weird textures going on or any of that. You can use any block for this kind of thing, though, but I don't often use this stone block anymore for, like, the majority of my builds. So it's kind of my outlining block, my blueprinting block. Thoughts on Monster Hunter? You know what? You should join the next playthrough stream with Crimson. He plays a lot of Monster Hunter. Actually really likes it. And I know they came out with a new one. So I've given the first one a try at one point, a long time ago. But I think, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. But yeah, he really, really likes them. Just got the newest NPC May. She's the first occupant in the room. Your newest tavern that you built. Nice. Yeah, it's cool that we could build some of those new things. The Chinese New Year update, or Lunar New Year, I should say. Yeah, it's awesome. All right, now what can I put? I think on top of these. Let's see here. Ooh, maybe I'm actually gonna destroy those and snap in these guys like that, and then we'll chip out of them. We'll chisel chip our way out. Get the outline done. It'll get wild if the water biome gets real physics. That would be insane. I mean, I kind of sort of doubt it, you know, with a voxel game, but I mean, you never know, right? There's technically mods for Minecraft and other things that make those big waves and awesome oceans and stuff. So, you never know. That'd be really cool though, wouldn't it? Yeah. How do I find different designs for the roof? I just kind of wing it, honestly. I like this scooped pointy roof idea for the forest village stuff. And then for the barn, I kind of did the more rounded roof that kind of goes up and everything. So yeah, it kind of depends. And hey, Timber Builds, welcome. Sorry I didn't catch your chat right away, but hope you're doing well. Platinum's lore is rather funny. The pitch is perfect. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, we spent some time kind of, it's all kind of about, you know, I do 45 degrees in the middle. So, you know, up one block for a bit, and then at the bottom it's over 2, over 2, over 2, and then it kind of goes up 2. So, yeah, I mean, imagine it kind of from a side. You could even sketch it out on graph paper, you know, if you want to do things like that. So it's just a matter of doing the similar, like it's pretty much the same roof as the treehouse and everything else. I just scale it up or scale it down depending on the size of the build, which is nice. Yeah, trying to incorporate streams into villages or house builds. That would be amazing. Be able to bring it back to our own builds and use it. I hope so. Yeah. Unless it flood everything, right? Be interesting. I'm excited. Doing well, Timber? Oh, I'm glad to hear. Glad to hear. Alright, so what do we got up here? We kind of go, okay, over and then up by 2. Okay, so let's do that. So I did over 1 and then up all the way to the top. Oops, there we go. And then same thing over here, right? Because that's, yep, okay. So I think, because that's up, or wait a minute. I gotta do some thinking here. So we went, or we're up 1 on the second blueprint. Okay, so up 1 and then it goes in. All right, so if I have the second blueprint in like this, it goes, nope, don't think that's, don't think this is right. Because it came in, I gotta figure out how many blocks tall is it right at the edge of this blueprint. This is 8, this is 9 blocks tall. And that's where it comes in, right at the edge there. Okay. let's try that back over here. So right here at the edge, this is 8. Okay, right, that's 9 blocks, and then it cuts in. Okay, yep, that works. All right. And then we go up on this side, all the way up to the top. Yeah, it's a little tricky kind of replicating all the roofs over here. Be neat if we had, you know, I'm used to like if Minecraft or other things, you know, you have like world edit. You can kind of copy and paste areas of the building. It makes life really easy for big builds. I wonder what they'll do in the creative mode when they get that out. Be interesting. Perhaps easier to count and write it down. Yeah, probably. Probably. Triple EX Clown, how's it going? Welcome. It's okay, we'll get the roof. It's just because I did it last time. So now we go, okay, so that's up 1, I think, right? Because that's how this should be up, and then 2, 2. So let's go up 2, and then up another 1, 2. Okay. And same thing on this side. 1, 2, and then destroy that. Go into first person too to make this a little easier. 1, 2. Okay, we're getting it. Do the same thing over here. You hope for a copy option? Yeah. That'd be cool if they did like a full-on creative mode like that, where you could do like schematics or other things. I don't know. They probably won't, but you know, I'd even just be happy with a, you know, normal creative mode, something where we can just be able to build freely, fly around, that kind of a thing. I'd do some awesome mega builds if that were the case. Kind of waiting for a 1.0 for like a big dream project like that. That'd be a lot of fun. Ever thought about adding more tree branches to the tree house? I feel like you could use one over the house. Oh yeah. This tree is just kind of the default tree. I added the branch for the tree house actually. But yeah, I want to add a lot more. It's a little sparse. I'm not like the biggest fan of the tree designs in Blackmire. They're nice. But yeah, I'd like to customize it around a bit. Add some more branches as I put more little huts and pathways and other things for sure. And then, you know, maybe someday build my own tree from scratch. Then we can make it whatever we want. Alright, so this one goes in. That's... Oh, wait, is that 3? No, that's just 2. 2 and 2. Ah, I see. Okay. So the very top one, it just goes in by 1. And then I think this one... Yep, okay. So we gotta go and destroy the very top here. Oops. Right there, and then right there. Same thing on the other side. Kiruto, how's it going? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Let's destroy that. Alright, now I'm gonna have to do some scaffolding. Hopefully you guys can see okay. I know the bloom and the lighting is a bit dark, kind of on the back sides of walls and things, but can't really control that. It'd be nice if creative mode allowed us to like set the time of day and the weather. I love that we can do things like that in Valheim. Be able to do like a build time lapse or other things because the time of day would be the same. It'd be really cool. Alright, so we got these top blueprints down. And then it goes, looks like that should technically be another 8. So let's bring this here. And then oops. I think that's how it is. Let's see. Yep, and that goes to the very top. And then we go up by about 3 from there. Okay. So this should, in theory, fit up top here. Oh, technically, let's see. Yeah, this should work. All right. So let me build up the way I wanted it. from the ground, just so I know how tall this was. It's exactly, let's see, that's 3 of these wide. So 3.5 of them tall is what we're looking at here. Yep. So let's do that over here. Destroy those, and then go ahead and just snap 1, and then, oops, I don't want it really in there. Let's do it right here. Okay. 1, 2, and then 3, and then can I jump? Yep, for that top little half. Oops, I think that was too high. There it goes. Perfect. All right. I'll do something similar over here, just so we know that they're both the same height at least, and that'll help. Let's bring that in 1, and then stack it so there's 1, 2, 3, and then a half. Perfect. Do I ever watch my other Enshrouded building videos? Oh, just other Shrouded building videos in general to see what others are doing? Yeah, sometimes. It's a lot of fun to check out inspiration and things. Definitely. And especially from my other creator friends and everything. It's always fun. Sometimes we'll share each other videos or ideas or things before we put them out on YouTube to get feedback. Yeah, it's nice. A lot of creative builders out there, that's for sure. Hope they had an option to control the bloom. Yeah. I know, the lighting, I mean, yeah, that's like I said, I think the biggest only downsides to Enshrouded, not that it has many, but I really wish they had better render distance and better lighting. But that's just the downsides of the engine that they're doing. You know, it's not Unreal Engine 5. They don't really have the newer technology to be able to do things like that, but can't wait for games to start coming out that do have things like that implemented. But we'll see. Hopefully someday they'll do more with it. Make it a little better. Alright, how did I do this top section now? So at the very top of these blueprints, where I come in by 1, then I go up by 2 more, and then 3, 3, and 4. Okay, let's do that. So first person building mode, we've got the top of this blueprint right there. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. And let's bring that all the way to the top. And then right here, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Destroy that all the way up there. And then right here, 1, 2, 3. And then the very top will be 4. Perfect. There we go, we're getting it now. Backlighting is problematic for building. Yeah, I hope that they do. It's interesting, actually. When they first released the game, it was really well done for a lot of this. But in the updates, they've made it way more performance-friendly. But they've also taken away a lot of features that like the closed beta and the demo and stuff had when it came to their lighting. So you never know, maybe they'll add some things back. Like I know they don't have nanite or better rendering like Unreal Engine 5 does, but maybe they'll at least add like a render distance slider or, things like that, or just to allow, I don't know. Some of the lighting, it's just a little flat. It's like not as, I don't know how to describe it really. It's hard to describe, but it's not, not quite. Like, maybe they'll adjust it more like Valheim, for example, to where Valheim's not really using lumen necessarily, but they're doing some things. I don't know. I really like the lighting in that game for also being really simple and performance-friendly. Because Valheim is really simple and performance-friendly, but I really like the way the lighting was done. So maybe Enshrouded could do something more along those lines. I don't know. Flat's a good word for it. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard, but we'll see. Indoor Cat, YouTube's never alerted you that I'm live until today. Uh-oh. Do you have all notifications on for the channel? I also do a notification in the Discord about an hour beforehand. So you can choose to be in there. Yeah, sometimes YouTube is a little funny with notifying for streams or things. It kind of depends. It depends on like how many notifications you've already gotten that day, so, you know, but glad you're here. Good to see you. Hey Soul, how's it going? Welcome. Oh yeah, the barrel and the metal honey thingy. Yeah, the beehive smoker to create a wine barrel nozzle. Yeah. Did you do that, Still Saver? Did it turn out well? Yeah, no worries, Arksum. Glad you made it. Are they planning on upgrading to Unreal Engine 5 prior to launch next spring? Nope. This is just their engine, which is actually, you know, based on voxel games and stuff, it's crazy optimized. I mean, they're able to handcraft an entire world like this. It's nuts. There's a lot of really, really great things about them having their own engine for how fast they're able to put out updates. They're not relying on another engine. So yeah, it'll be in their own engine. But I do hope, you know, we could only hope that down the road they'll implement some better things in their engine when it does come to the rendering and lighting. Because yeah, like as I back away from a build, like I can't even see my treehouse roof from down here at the tavern. Like it's not that far away, but it like glitches out as I kind of walk back from things because it switches from like a 3-dimensional texture to a 2-dimensional texture. It's like the really old way of rendering, which isn't used much anymore in video games, but you know, it works. But it'd be nice to be able to see my bigger builds from farther back. Yeah, render distance issue essentially. Right. Joe the Wizard. Hello. And John Paul, welcome. I've heard optimization is close to last step in the game development process. Definitely. They've optimized it really well, actually. All right, like it runs crazy good. It's just, yeah, a few things like that. You know, I think they've optimized it a lot, and now they'll kind of start increasing it while still being optimized. We'll see. But they do a lot of changes in every update, so they're very active and on top of it. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. All right, there's 3, and let's go up there. Same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, and destroy that all the way at top. And then here, 1, 2, 3, and destroy those ones. Perfect. How do I do multi-streaming? I actually, Atom multi-stream plugin is what I use. They just released it, actually not too long ago. I used to do it in a different way, but that plugin has made life really easy for multi-streaming. You just download it, pops up in OBS, you can go live on any platform you want. And, yeah, it's just a plugin for OBS. It's pretty simple, and I'm glad they came out with that. Previously, I had to set up all kinds of different things to do it, but, yeah, it's nice. Remember being a bit let down when did a big build and couldn't take a step back, look at it from a distance. Yeah. It's especially an issue like if I go over one of the first tree houses that I did. Where is it? Was it that? It's over here, I think. I built my own tree from scratch a long time ago before Blackmire biome came out and stuff, out of farm soil. And I had to like pre-render. I used a mod to pre-render it just to get a screenshot of the build, because you can see I did like this willow tree and did these willow branches out of the flower soil and leaves and stuff. But as I step back, look at what happens to those nice leaves and branches. See, they just kind of like disappear, and then as I step closer, they just start popping into place. Yeah, it would be nice to have just a slightly farther render distance or a better way. Like what Unreal Engine does is it uses nanite, which is like polygon rendering, to where the farther back you go, it decreases the amount of polygons it's taking to render that shape or the object, which is basically realistic to how our eyes would see things as we step back. So rather than changing the texture or changing the way it looks completely, it just slightly lowers the resolution as you walk back, which was a absolute game-changing update for Unreal Engine 5, and that's why I'm really looking forward to survival games done in Unreal Engine 5. Things like Dawn of Defiance that I did a little playthrough of on the channel with Crimson. It's just the gorgeous graphics and realistic lighting simulations too that they're basically able to optimize with Lumen to make it look completely realistic and really good lighting while still having it be performance friendly. It's really interesting. They're doing a lot with it. Yeah. Yeah, I love the vocal narrations they give with every update and patch. Definitely. It's awesome. It's awesome. They've got a fun sense of humor, the dev team. I love the way they do stuff. Remember OBS from when you used to make videos? Nice. Yeah. Oh, it's a great software. Oh, you started doing a build project? Smuggler's Ledge. Nice. And you got a bunch of gold rings around in the wall. Oh, that's awesome. This is the Thaumaturge set, I think. Yeah. Thaumaturge set, if I'm pronouncing that right. Which is the wizard set that is my ideal end game set for a mage. We had the wolf cosmetic on last time, but we're not really building in the mountains anymore, so I took the wolf cosmetic off. Or the sheep cosmetic, I should say. The opposite of the wolf, right? Coming from Skyrim, you have a mod with a big tree like that. Foliage will pop in. Yeah, oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, Skyrim's a crazy game. The modding community for that is nuts. It's pretty cool. Let's try to hop up on this one and then see if I can get up here. Okay. Get into first person, and let's destroy this. And then go to these guys. I want it to be 4 high, so 2 of them right there. I think that's good. Okay. So that should be our roof layout on one side. Now I just gotta finish it for the other one. Looks good to me. Oh, have I worked on a video for my favorite mage build? Not yet, Timber. I do want to at some point though. I know I've said that's a video I'd like to get out. Yeah. I wonder. Well, yeah. I think the water biome still weighs off and stuff, so I think doing a video like that wouldn't be a bad idea. Obviously, it'll change a little bit as they get more updates out for the game and stuff. Because right now the level cap is 35, but that's a pretty good level, and I could definitely do a video for my ideal mage skill tree. That'd be a good one. I know a lot of people have asked about that, so yeah, I'll try to get working on that. Have I made the new NPC outfit yet? I made one of them. But I think the one that you have, like, for the cosmetic that was from the Twitch drop, I don't think I made that one yet. It's a nice set, though. Some really cool ones for that. You must go adult, have fun. No worries. Thanks for stopping by, Indoor Cat. Finished quite a bit of simple builds, and now you're gearing up for the Kindle Waste Hollow Halls, the Dragon Battle, your second playthrough. First time the dragon glitched, so it was great. Uh-oh. Oh, sounds fun. Sounds fun. Yeah, May's outfit. Yeah. So I made. I'll go. I'll click on her. Been 3 years since you made a video, Indoor. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Breaks are no issue. So I made. Which one was it? I had this one here. Made the Flame Pact set, or I think that was the one actually finding in a chest. But let's see, where was May? I didn't make the new one though, or one of the new ones that we can craft. This one here I didn't make. Yeah, the Serpent Warrior set. I should make that one though. It's that's what she's wearing. Yeah. Yeah, that one looks nice. Looks really nice. Oh, it's cool to see the tavern with all the little roof peaks now. Get a sense of size. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an awesome build. May's stuck in the wall. Yeah. Yep. Hope the dragon glitch wasn't a Steam Deck thing. I don't know. Hopefully not. All right, you guys ready for the tedious part? Oh, I gotta go get some roof blocks. Hold on. I think I might have some still at the mountain cabin. But we're gonna do tarred shingle roof blocks over the whole roof. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start working on the roof. I know there's lots more detail in the lower part of the build, but it's just nice to get a sense of scale and then adding detail after the fact. So I want tarred shingle roof blocks. I thought I had a stack of them some... Well, I've got some here. This'll certainly get us started. And then I know I had some back at the mountain cabin. Let's head over there. Alright. Wonder if they'll add a shipbuilder or fisherman NPC. I'm sure they'll add more NPCs. Probably more than just one, actually. For a whole new biome like that. Maybe just one, I suppose. It would be like Valerie the Bard for the Blackmire, but... yeah. Think it was just you stuck above the deadly shrouds. You could just hit him continuously. There's a way to do it, I suppose. Alright, don't have the roof blocks in that one. Did I have any in here? Don't think so. Okay, so I think that's the last of my roof blocks. And like I said previously, since I've gone through everything, we might use a resource world when I run out in this world. It'll make building just a lot more efficient. Hope they add more degrees to the roof pieces. Yeah, it'd be cool if they had some blueprints to do some steep roofs or other things. The custom roofs and stuff, you just kind of have to do by scratch anyway, but unless they added like a mechanic where you could like draw your roof line in or something crazy like that, that'd be cool. Trying to make several stacks of explosive arrows before you try taking on the dragon. I didn't do it as a ranger. Well, Crimson and I, like, we'd never done it before, and there's a lot of things we would do differently if we did it a second time. The types of spells I would have used as a mage and everything like that. Alright. Actually, for this section, let's go with the large roof. I'm going to try to use some blueprints here when I can. Because I think I can, yeah, we can just kind of continue this roof across. So I'm basically sticking the roof block out by 2 blocks on the sides. And there, doesn't really matter, I'm not going to worry about snapping this into place. We'll just come to the edge, we'll just come to there for now. That will work. Just got the game after being bored of Valheim sub 2. Oh, awesome. Well, welcome, Chief. It's an amazing game. Hope you're having fun in it. Oops, I think that's too many out. There we go. Oops. Go there with it, and one more right here. Perfect. Let's do that. Would love diagonal wall placement, smooth rounded walls. Yeah, for a voxel-based game, you're probably not going to get that. It's already pretty awesome that they managed to do the smooth, like, terrain rather than looking Minecraft-y. This game's awesome, I will say. But yeah, it is a voxel game, so if you want other things like that, you know, definitely going for other games. There's lots of other building games or things like Valheim where you can rotate walls any direction and do rounded builds and stuff like that. Easier in games like that for sure. Although it could be interesting if they made each block, this would just get so complicated, but if they made each block like a prop, because with props you can rotate them in any direction and you can still choose to snap them. So they could make the blocks like props, and you could build your own diagonal wall from scratch. This building system's already like overwhelmingly awesome, but I don't know. That would be a possibility, right? Be pretty cool. Need a block ruler too, right? Right? There's a way to lock... Oh, way to lock open doors. Or doors open. Interesting. You have one of the Hobbit hole doors laying flat, and the collector's... Oh! He runs through the terrain as a result. Interesting. Yeah, it is cool that you can rotate them like that, though. Round walls will probably never come with the X and Y axis. We might... that we have... Yeah, adding extra... Make diagonal would be nice. Definitely. Definitely. You have Valheim and added many mods. Nice, nice. Yeah, Valheim is... The modding community for that is pretty insane. It's an easy game to mod, so there's just about anything you could think of for Valheim they have a mod for. It's getting pretty crazy. It's awesome. But the ValCon event not too long ago that I participated in, there was an interview with some of the top mod creators for Valheim, and that was fun. Get to know a little more about how that all works. You always want more, right? Why you started figuring out how to mold terrain into blocks. Yeah, as you make walls in other directions, right. And yeah, that only thing with the terrain is, yeah, the render distance seems to be way worse with terrain than it does with the blocks, so... Like, I'd probably use it more for things if the render distance was a little better, but yeah, it's okay. It's like, it still gives you the experience, like, when you're walking through a build and stuff, it obviously renders in pretty far away, but like... See those trees out there? You can see how I can see the heartwood poking through the bark. That's because it's not rendered in. That's why it looks brown on those trees, or like a lighter brown on those trees in the distance. It's not supposed to be like that. It's just as we start flying closer to it, it'll all suddenly pop in and look like the darker bark. But it basically like takes away the blocks entirely from a distance, which is interesting. One thing you want to know is who is Steve, right? Well, we know what Steve sounds like from their in-game voice chat demo, right? We know that he's a bit of a rager. All right, we need the lore on Steve. I would gladly want to know the lore of Steve. They gotta add something like that at some point in Enshrouded. Yeah, you can build around, just have to do it in the pixel style. Exactly. Another game, if you're looking for voxel games that have crazy amounts of detail, it's blocky and more like Minecraft looking, but check out Lay of the Land. It's a new game. It's not in early access yet, but it's pretty cool. It's only single player and stuff. I'm not sure if I'll end up getting it or trying it out. But it looks really cool. You can basically like draw your shapes and the blueprint system, and yeah, check out some videos on Lay of the Land. Very interesting voxel game that's upcoming, where each block is like a tiny pixel, and you have these blueprints for bigger ones. But yeah, it looks well done. It's I think it's just a solo dev project, but yeah, it's looking pretty cool. Steve is definitely not Jack Black. Winnie, welcome. Finally catch the stream, love the content. Oh, I'm happy to have you here. The terrain is thicker, it renders farther. Exactly, yeah. If I build my own tree from scratch, I will probably try to do it like at least 4 blocks thick of terrain for like, you know, around the hollow part of a trunk or whatever. But yeah, terrain, and it's interesting, inside the flame altar, render distance is way worse than outside the flame altar. Like, you notice we can still see some of the leaves from the giant Vuka tree, but if that Vuka tree was in a flame altar, it would be disappeared, which is interesting. So at least they've kind of optimized for when things are not in a flame altar, because they're not being modified or any of that, so I don't really know. I don't really know what they could do. But yeah, it'd be really nice to see some better render distance. It would make me more inclined to do bigger builds in this game for sure. It's like, it's so perfect for small cozy builds, you know, the Hobbit builds, everything like that. It's nice. All right, yeah, you guys can see the tedious process that I kind of skip ahead in a lot of videos. We're basically just doing block by block. Now you can see we're at a 45-degree angle. So now we can use the bigger blueprints. Not the stairs. I want the bigger 4-meter roof pieces. And I want to rotate it around this way. I think I can do it. Let's see here. Not quite sure. I think right there is about where I want it. Does that look about right? I obviously want it over by 1. So let's undo this and put it over there. Okay. Yeah, let's go across with this blueprint all the way over. Femalore looks awesome compared to generic roof though. Yeah, it'll all come together when it's more completed, that's for sure. It does look nice. I guess the snapping isn't really working on these, so I'm just kind of going over with them manually. I'll turn snapping off actually for this. There we go. And on the edges here, actually this one, I want it to come out by 1 more block. Hang on here. Let's go, I think, out to here. Yes, there we go. On the edges, sometimes these voxel, like the textures that the roof creates, they get a little distracting. So, easy thing while I'm doing these builds, I'll just go into display, and then, let's see, voxel detail models, I'll just turn them off. And you can see it all just disappears, and it's a little easier to work with and see where I'm placing things. It just turns off all the texture related to voxels. It just makes them look like a round block, you know, which is interesting. But yeah, makes it a bit easier. And then when I put the moss on the roof, I'll turn off the foliage, and then it makes that way easier to see. So you'll see when we get to that step. But yeah. Some things to make the roofs easier, but I love doing them custom like this. It does look really nice when they're done. Yeah, Black Mire's a good place for big builds because there's trees and how far you can see, right. Trees do block the distance, so it does work. That's true. Yeah, it's kind of a cozy spot for a forest village, that's for sure. I really like it. So I'm wondering if I can just take the 4-meter and like mow the top off of this. Or if I have to, because some of they kind of added some new mechanics. Let's see if I kind of, oops, that did not work. Hold up. Let's just do, I think here, and then just, oops. Destroy that. Ah, that did not work. Okay. So yeah, we'll have to kind of destroy these manually. So basically just the top row, we're gonna zip it off. Still super impressed with devs did with building. Oh yeah, building with a controller. Almost everything on controller you can do with mouse and keyboard. Definitely. I'm super stoked that they made it controller compatible, and like the multiplayer aspect is great in this game. Runs super smooth. Because yeah, Crimson actually just plays on controller, so if games don't have controller support, I can't play them with Crimson. So it's really nice that Enshrouded had that, and if other games that I check out with him have that, it's definitely a bonus, that's for sure. Alright, let's see. About here, I think. Yep. Looks good. And then continue that all the way across. Oops. Want this one. I want to actually not be in first person. I want to zoom out a little bit more of my character. Oops. Right there. And then out by 1, 2, and 3. I think that's right. Looks good to me. You want bunk beds in the next update, right? They've got bunk beds like as world assets. but you can't sleep in them or anything. Like, there's no animations for them. I mean, we can't build them either, but some of the villages you go explore, you'll see the bunk beds. So I bet they could add them. I bet we could probably build something like them too. Although I don't know how much space you need above a bed in order for you to be able to sleep and have it function. But yeah, that would be awesome. You did your snow roof. That was painful but beautifully done. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, it's fun using terrain on the roofs. This is like the only game where we can do stuff like that, so it's, you know, the render distance a little funky or other things, but hey, it looks nice. And it's fun to do. Thanks for the membership, Winnie, I appreciate it. And huge shout out to all my other members and Twitch subs. Guys' support means the world to me. It's awesome. And I really appreciate it. JP, how's it going? Love a bartender NPC. That would be awesome, yeah. Get some brews with the guys after some adventuring. Definitely. That would be fun. Or just adding other functionality to certain NPCs, like maybe the bard or something could, I don't know. This is like, I think the bard is going to be my main NPC in this tavern. But eventually, like, they had it on their roadmap where we'll be able to play music with NPCs and do more with them, so maybe they'll add some more functions like that. That'd be cool. We have the bartender. Right? That's gonna be our new nickname, the bartender. So yeah, you can see it's block by block, but we're using blueprints when we can, and it's not, yeah, it's tedious, but it's fun, you know? It's like if I weren't streaming, like when I just do this for videos and stuff, like I'll just throw some music on and just build it out. And first-person building mode just makes all this way easier. It's because I used to do this all without the first person, and it got a little messy, and it was a little more tedious that way, but toss a coin to your Witcher springs to mine, right? The bard is running your tavern. Nice. You own it, she runs it. Definitely. You want too many things. Floor thingy and better rugs. There's so much with Enshrouded. It's, yeah, it's interesting because the devs for Enshrouded have really, like, they've really listened to a lot of what the community has asked for. I know a lot of game devs can be stubborn with what they add or whatever. You know, rightfully so. It's their game, and sometimes it's hard to cater to everyone's needs. But Enshrouded, man, they've blown it out of the water with every update and everything they've added. It's a more complex game. Honestly, I think that's partly why it's done decent on my channel and stuff, having started it, you know, because it's a less, what do I want to say, like a less saturated game. Not as many people cover it or do it or get really into it because the building system it is more complex, right? Like it's harder for like just the mass gaming population to understand how this works or really be able to enjoy it to its full potential. So it has a very specific audience, yet there's a lot of people who really enjoy it. And, you know, myself obviously being one of them. So it's kind of, yeah, it's one of those games that just satisfies the craving. If you really want to get complex builds and detail and everything, it's a lot of fun. Thoughts on the 2025 roadmap? Super stoked with everything I'm seeing there. Obviously, yeah, there's the assumptions of, like, they have the base raid islands on there. They have, which could be related to the water biome, possibly, with islands in the water where you can get, or you can toggle base raids to happen or things. I don't know what they'll be doing with that, but yeah, there's a lot of amazing things on there. I'm really stoked. Like, they had said they wanted to add water to the game, and I was like, oh, you know, they haven't really added it. Like, maybe it's too hard. Maybe they're not going to put it. And then they come out with the 2025 roadmap, and they're like, hey, we're going to not just add water, but add a whole water biome. Like, heck yeah. I mean, I hope there's boats and sailing mechanics and other things like that. I can bring the water places, but yeah, I'm just really excited with what they're doing so far. Really excited. The whole fact that it's only in early access for like 2 years is also insane. Like, look at the amount of stuff they do. Their updates are crazy. It's yeah, it's pretty insane. Want to ride a cute giant mushroom creature? Yeah, those little mushroom crab looking things, I guess. The shroud ones and the ones in the Rivelwood. Those are cool. Be cool if we had some mounts. Yeah, I wonder what the maximum level will be at the end. I don't know. I imagine you'll never be able to fully spec the whole skill tree, because that, I mean, maybe at the very end, but I doubt it. Because that would kind of defeat the purpose of playing, like, as a specific thing for a playthrough. But yeah, I don't know. If they added 10 levels with the mountain biome, maybe they'll add 5 or 10 more levels with the water biome or something. I don't know. Be interesting to see. Scardy ones are cute. Yeah. Just need to add in ride mounts. Yeah. Unless you want to try riding a dog. Yeah, probably wouldn't be the best. You could see like big, you know, like the wolves or like the tigers, like wargs, like Lord of the Rings and stuff. Be cool. Some cool mounts in Enshrouded. Maybe some of the big birds or, you know, mini dragons or things. Yeah, the map still has tons of unopened areas. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, like, are they going to fill... I mean, my guess for the water biome, like I've said, is going to be in this area, in between the mountains and Blackmire. But they've got a lot of area, like, and that's their last confirmed biome, so I wonder if the rest of the map is going to... And they could even expand the map later if they wanted to, so, like, I wonder if that'll be, like, the end of early access, but... Be interesting. I hope they keep putting attention into it afterward, because I mean they've got they could do a lot of biomes with the space they have, like 3 or 4 biomes. So I wonder if they'll shrink the map, if they'll call it done, or if they'll keep working on other content and biomes kind of slowly afterward. We'll see. Yeah, they could also add more to the skill tree to mitigate that. Exactly. Be able to have more skills related. Yeah, we didn't really get many new skills with the mountain update. Kind of only the grapple ones and stuff, and I think a frost one too. But yeah, more skills would be nice, and then that would kind of justify having a higher level cap for sure. Yeah. Hey Ronald, welcome. Yep, that naming map pins is on the roadmap to be able to do editable signs and also be able to name your map markers. That's all stuff that they do plan on adding, which is exciting. Hope to keep working on it after full release. Yeah, hope they do. Game is a labor of love, absolutely. They definitely care about it. They care about the community. They care about the game. It's a big part of games, you know. I feel like the dev team has a lot to do with that. I really liked the dev team for Valheim. The Enshrouded devs are awesome. A lot of the games I like also happen to have really awesome dev teams that really care about the game and the community. I mean, what a coincidence, right? But it's true, it's true. Yeah, not many biomes missing, right? They've got the cold one, they've got the desert and even the highlands and forest biomes, the plains, meadows. It's true. If they were kind of going classic, I think you're right, and I think that's why like they could call the game released in 1.0 once the water biome's out, because that'll pretty much complete, you know, the general handful of biomes that a lot of games, you know, could incorporate or that make a lot of sense. So yeah, definitely, and we'll see if they keep adding more, but it would definitely be able to be done at that for sure. Yeah, more altars would be nice, yeah. At least 2 more, I hope. Because with the mountain biome, we got 2 altars. It'd be nice if we got another 2 at least. Or maybe, like, by the end game, maybe they'll do 16 altars. Like, right now we have 10, I think. Where is it? Yeah. 10 altars. But maybe by end game, they'll make it so, like, each player, you know, because it's 16 players, multiplayer game. And then each player could have an altar, so to speak, if you wanted to do like a big server for everyone. Obviously, it's more fun to combine altars and do fun like group projects, but maybe that's their goal. I don't really know. Yeah, more altars could be nice. So I feel like I destroy my old builds and my old altars to go build somewhere else. And then I'll just do like a backup of the world if I ever want to see my old builds or creations. Oh yeah, like War Seed grants buffs to your allies, other skills like that, deals knockback when you get surrounded. Yeah, things like that would be awesome. Indie games definitely genuinely care about the communities built around the game. Definitely. It's awesome what we've seen so far with a lot of the indie games. They really are just top quality these days. I mean, I won't say all of them, you know, there's a lot of them that are just, you know, little passion projects here and there that, you know, won't really do that well on Steam or things, but a lot of the ones that have been really popular have been the indie games, and a lot of the big studios have kind of flopped this last couple of years, which is interesting to see. They're gonna add a volcano, that'd be awesome. If they add the water biome, right, maybe they could add flowing lava too. So we've got a lot of lava in the game, but it'd be nice to have it like flow and stuff, man. You could do a full-on Lord of the Rings world for Enshrouded. That'd be cool. Alright, one more right here. Yeah, I didn't used to be able to do this with out first-person building to get blocks on the very ends like that, but now it's working. Yeah, the tavern's coming along, definitely. Definitely, we're getting the roof lines done before we cover it with moss. Yeah, we don't really have the walls filled in. You know, there's a lot more detail, but yeah, chipping away at it, you can get a sense of scale now, for sure. It's coming along well. The lava's scary enough just sitting there doing nothing. Right. Lava buckets for the win. Turn it into, well, they do mention Minecraft a lot. The devs mention Minecraft a lot, so I do wonder, you know, if they'll kind of make a similar system when it comes to lava and water. I don't know. Yeah, the mountains in the background. Yeah, the positioning of the biomes is really perfect, isn't it? Especially, yeah, if they do the water biome between the mountains and Blackmire as like an inland ocean or something. Man, there'd be, yeah, they've thought it through, that's for sure. They are artists. They craft this whole world and do all the adventure and the structures, the balance between like the roleplay and the just sandbox of it is really fun. Because even when you're maxed out, all the previous locations regenerate, respawn the enemies. It's like, you know, in Valheim, you can't really go, you could go back and do an old boss fight, but otherwise, like, Valheim's fun to just adventure and build, and it's a hardcore game, but I feel like with Enshrouded, there's just a lot more fun to be had even after the whole game is, you know, finished, when you're done with the playthrough, because you can always go back to any older location and experience the adventure all over again, which is really fun. Take your friends there, things like that. Build the bases. I mean, yeah, it's an awesome game. Yeah, Great Lake, right. Yeah, bell rate has improved a lot, definitely. Oh yeah, be able to do placeable lava for fire pit, open taverns and things, right? Kind of like it was in the mountains, because lava actually has the warmth factor too. And in the mountains, right, it keeps you warm in the forge and stuff. But I liked how they placed it in there. It'd be cool to be able to do features of it from scratch. If they add all the biomes their previous game had, Portal Knights, we still have a lot to come. Yeah, that game did well. I've heard good things about that. That was what initially got me excited about Enshrouded, because the devs kind of had experience doing other voxel games with their own engine. I think they were actually the devs of Space Engineers too, which is also pretty popular. But yeah, I wonder if they'll keep going with the development, and depending after they release it in 1.0. Definitely be cool to see. Alright, we are almost done with one of the sides here. It's taking some time, but it's coming along. I love that we can stand on small areas too. Like, we don't slip off a 45-degree slope. Like in Valheim, you can't stand on a 45-degree roof or you slide off. It's just cool. Yeah, it's cool in this game. The agility and the movement of the characters so perfectly fits the game. It's always so much fun to come in here and be able to grapple and glide and run around and use the blink, and like, it's a lot of fun. There's a fun factor to that, you know, versus like clunky movement in a lot of other games that I've experienced. It's like some people complain about the combat in this game, but it's just a different style. Like, I don't think anything's wrong with it necessarily. I really like the movement in this game overall. It feels grounded yet very light and fun. A really fun way to traverse the world, that's for sure. Power is looking good too. Bellwright didn't spark your interest. Might give it another look once your new rig gets here. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I kind of, in terms of like village builder games, Osca has been my favorite for that. I gave Bellwright a look, and it's definitely a cool game. But yeah, Osca has kind of been my favorite for like a village builder game. There's something about it with the graphics, the dev team's really nice. It's a fun one. I've really enjoyed that one. Cranky old dude, hey, thanks for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate it. Been very good so far. Yeah, building's got an insane free rotation option. Yeah. It is pretty crazy what they've added. And it's like so many things that I've ever dreamed of them adding, they have, which is so cool. You know, if I really look back at this game compared to when I first played it and the beta versions and stuff, man, it's come a long way. Alright, let me get this little roof piece done and then we'll hop down. Hope that there's a floor down here. I think, yep, okay. Then we're placing a bed so you guys can see. The sun's going down, definitely. Reminds me of the other, another early access game I've got. It's called If Sun Sets. And it's like a building survival game, but you have to survive like zombie hordes each night. And it's actually really, you know, graphics are pretty. It's done in Unreal Engine 5 and stuff. And yeah, maybe I'll check it out on Twitch at some point. Yeah, it's a fun challenge. Like, the goal is to see like how long can you survive, because the raids get harder and harder each night. And you basically have to like prepare during the day and then hope for the best. Build your base and stuff, build traps and defenses and things. It's kind of fun. It takes place on like a jungle island, a deserted jungle island. Bought Enshrouded after the demo Hobbit hole build. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, that was a fun one. That the whole fact that we could do Hobbit holes and stuff, one of my biggest excitements about the game for sure. It's funny that, like, when I look back on that build, I'm like, man, that was really simple. Like, I just used some stone and a little door. I was just messing around and having fun, but it's one of my most popular, you know, VODs on the channel, which is interesting. But yeah, it's just the concept, I think, is what sold a lot of people in the game. It's so cool that we could do that. That's for sure. Never regretted buying it. Yeah, yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? Funny how when the devs listen to player feedback, implement, yeah, how companies make money. Working on a gnome tree build right now. Ooh, fun, fun. Thanks for the sub. Otep, welcome. Yeah, that live stream does have a lot of views. Yeah, it's funny too because that was back before my channel, you know, got some traction. When I did that stream, like I said, I think I only had like close to, I don't know, 4,000 subscribers or something. And I had like 2 or 3 viewers watching that live because it was a brand new game. Like nobody knew what Enshrouded was. I played the beta, which I wasn't allowed to post any content, obviously because of the NDA. And then I started posting content in the demo when the demo was released because we were allowed to, and I was like sold on the game from the beta. I was like, oh, this is so freaking cool. I'm gonna do some videos about it to you know, spread the awareness and share it with people. And when I did that stream live, I had like I think, yeah, Harbinger was on there. I think you were, and Zadira, yeah, a few other people. Yeah, like 2 to 4 people were joined live. And then with how many people enjoyed the demo and with how popular the game became just with the demo, everyone was looking for stuff to watch about it between the demo and early access because there was so much hype with the demo. It's just such a good game. And so I think that one live stream got like, is that like 500,000 views or something? I think just from that stream I got like 1,000 subscribers. That was pretty crazy. Just the replay, like it wasn't even a video. Yeah, super cool that we can do builds like that and stuff. You do have a raid and run. Hope you have a great stream. Well, yeah, thanks for stopping by and thanks for the raid. Super happy you stopped by. They do like builders. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. The Friday after that stream, you got the game. Heck yeah. Yep. Enshrouded was one of the easiest, like, no-brainer games that I am, like, absolutely getting, you know. That was, it's so good. So good. Yeah, going to be a forever game like Valheim, a few others you play. Exactly, yeah. It's hard to gauge games sometimes, you know, because definitely some of them can flop, some of them can do really well. It kind of depends. But I feel like with Enshrouded, it was so well done. When I have that feeling of stepping into a game for the first time and like a week later having the nostalgia and just constantly thinking about like how good that experience was, which I think a lot of people experience with Enshrouded and stuff, it's like, okay, yeah, that's gonna be a great game and it's gonna be around for a long time. Oh, you came to the mining rift for a fossil you already had. Oh, you're doing the hidden fossils quest? Or, yeah. That one was, that one took me a while. Yeah, have to be careful about the games you buy, because you only get a 1 or 2 a year if you're lucky. Yeah. I kind of limit it as well. You know, I get given a lot of games just to test out and possibly do content about from developers, which is nice. But yeah, the ones that I do on the channel, the ones that I really focus on playing, I definitely put a lot of effort and have a high expectation of what I really like diving into. Because yeah, if I do too many games, I feel like I like having a few to switch around, but I definitely don't want to get burnt out, or you know, I want to have some of my solid games that I can put a lot of time into, a lot of fun projects. Even if I check out other games or do videos for other games periodically, I feel like the games that I'll do big playthroughs or big builds in and stuff are kind of my main go-tos, and it definitely, I have high expectations for those ones. Yeah, sometimes it's fun checking out some of the other games from developers that are somewhat related. You know, sometimes I'll get developers reaching out with keys to games, and it's like, yeah, this really doesn't relate to my channel. You know, I'll get like Fortnite related games or like FPS battle games or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, you know, this is cool, you know, good luck, but I'm probably not gonna put that on the channel. You know, it's like, yeah, it's fun to do, but yeah, when I get the really nice notes from developers that have really clearly looked at my channel and know what I'm doing and stuff, and they're trying to create like indie survival games, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'll give them a look. Something like Dawn of Defiance was fun. Osco is really awesome. You know, those were two dev teams that reached out with really awesome survival building games and village builders and stuff that had clearly given some thought into their game, and you know, also really kind of saw what my channel was about before reaching out, which is always nice. Fell in love with Enshrouded because of you looking at videos of Valheim. Yeah. Well, I'm so happy. It's definitely an amazing game. Valheim and Enshrouded are still my top 2 as of now. They're so great. I'm just gonna go across once with this, and then I'll go across again. Oh, Minecraft creator Pixel Riffs introduced you to the game. Building and playthrough adventures are what hooked you on Shrouded. Heck yeah. Yeah, the fact that it's like, it's not only just like a building game, but the adventure of it was just, it was too much fun. And yeah, Crimson and I really enjoyed that. It's a great game in so many ways. And it's so funny, like after I did the big, like I've just always been blown away. You know, like I said, I did that tree build from Farm Soil a while ago. I was like, oh, you know, I could build a big tree in this game because I could build anything. And then after I do the Farm Soil tree, and then they come out with Blackmire with these giant trees, I'm like, oh yeah, this is awesome, you know? That's kind of the moment when it kind of rivaled Minecraft of like, holy cow, this is like, just the adventure aspect to it was just so much fun. And being able to build in giant trees like this, it's nuts. Yeah, the view is nice up here, isn't it? Kind of peaceful in this area. I like it. It's kind of up on the hill where I'm doing the forest village here, so we get a nice view of Revelwood and nice sunsets off in that direction over there. It's yeah, it's a nice spot. Yeah, replay value is a must for you, definitely. Yeah, and Shrouded, I've done like, I did a replay with both my siblings. I'm doing another replay with Crimson again. It's and I'm not bored at all. It's so much fun. That definitely makes a good game, for sure. And some people get bored of things quicker than others, you know. But I like building games when you can spend a lot of time and you don't have to like rush it or anything like that. There's no sense of needing to try to rush the game. It's a lot of fun. There's definitely the concept of like blocks and materials being locked behind quests. Like you kind of have to find certain blocks or things, but you know, if you really just want to do building, then it's fine. You can rush the game pretty quick, or you can just have a resource world or whatever, or when they add creative mode. But yeah, it's not too bad, I feel like. In my new playthroughs, I'll get the blocks I want pretty quick, and once I kind of know where they are, I can go and grab them quick for building stuff. Maybe they'll let us plant the giant Blackmire trees. That would be insane. Probably not, but that'd be cool. You guys be streaming a second play? Yeah, another episode for the playthrough on Twitch this weekend. Possibly. I will. I'll reach out to Crimson and see if he's around again. Yeah, either Saturday or Sunday. That's a possibility. So yeah, we'll see. But stay tuned. I will. I suppose I could start notifying you guys in the Discord about those streams too. It emails you on Twitch when I go live, but yeah, I didn't really put a notification out for it last time. But yeah, Crimson and I are doing another playthrough of Enshrouded just for fun on Twitch as a live stream playthrough. Because yeah, he really enjoyed it as well, and that's saying something because he mostly likes FPS games and stuff like that. So for him to like a survival building game, it's got to be good. And Enshrouded's good. I thought he'd like it. Think I would love Sky Saga Infinite Isles. Interesting. I haven't actually heard of that one. Missed half of the first one. Yeah, no worries. We'll be doing another one. I will do little notifications in the Discord when I do Twitch streams as well for you guys. Eurovenom, how's it going? Welcome. Crimson is still imitating the cannonball in the second playthrough. No, he is now going mage and I think, where's he going? I think mage, yeah. We're kind of swapping. So I'm going a tank, at least as of now, and he's going mage. I may go ranged as well, but yeah. So it's kind of fun trying different things because I never really did a tank playthrough of Enshrouded, and it's very different. It's a very different feel than the mage for sure. It's a lot of fun, especially now that they've kind of balanced the combat of every class, so to speak. It's really nice. All right, you guys, check that out. Oh, that looks great. It even looks really good just as the wooden roof. Like, you don't need to add moss over it necessarily, but yeah. There's the front portion of the tavern. Now we just got to do that 2 more times essentially, but all right, actually for this one I had to come all the way across eventually, yeah, to come like all the way out back here. So we'll kind of finish it off again. I just wanted to come to here for now just to get a sense of the size and scale. But this is looking great, really great. What I do wish we could do as well is use the blueprints with roof blocks. So like this wall blueprint, the 2x2 wall, that'd be awesome if we could use that. Or like these little guys, the door frame blueprint. It'd be so nice if we could use roof blocks with those. That would make these a lot easier. So yeah, if they add like roofs as, or they don't need to add roofs as more blueprints, but just adding the roof block being able to be used with other blueprints, which would be cool. Blackout Steam, welcome, how's it going? Yeah, I wish you could get Red Shroud. Main as a ranger. That's just what you talk about mostly, but your secondary is an attempt at a mage. Nice, nice. Yeah, there's so much fun to be had in all the areas. It's like as a ranger, even your houses would be different. Because you would need to farm, you know, all the twigs and everything for arrows. Like, it adds a whole different, like, aspect to playthroughs, which is a lot of fun. Yeah. Definitely have to pay attention to your class and stuff, yeah. For mages, it's hard early game for mages, I feel like. Like, the first 2 points I go for as a mage are honestly the 2 constitution points right here, because it's just 2 skill points, and I can get 100 more health, because mages are weak early game. Like, this mage is great now that I'm kind of maxed out, but yeah, as an early game character, it's actually easier to go tank. And then later game, the mage gets more powerful. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. It definitely adds an aspect to the game like that. Let me know if I want a ranger. Oh, awesome, yeah, yeah. And feel free, join the Discord and share a screenshot of the ranger skill tree that you like. I'm sure other people would benefit from that too. Uh-oh, YouTube just hiccuped. Hold on. Okay. Maybe you guys can hear me again? Hopefully. Yeah, my internet had like a tiny little blip there. Thanks for letting me know. I think your mage is Revel would constantly get steamrolled. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, mages are a little rough at first, for sure. You guys can hear me again? Awesome. Oh, maybe it's let's see. It might be doing some weird things again. Yeah, my internet's it's going down a bit. Yeah, your internet also blipped out for 10 seconds. Yeah. I have a lot of little blips in the area where I am, so we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it might buffer for just a second. But I just reset it. Because I figured out that I can do that. Previously, I would just end the stream every time the internet blipped because it wouldn't try to reconnect. And I was like, ah, gosh, I had to just end it. But now I figured out that I could set a setting to where YouTube would just buffer for a couple seconds while I reset my internet thing. And it seems to fix the issue you know, 90% of the time, which is cool. So I don't have to always end the stream right away, and I can at least say goodbye to you guys and stuff like that. I always hate when the internet just cuts out and I'm like, we were in the middle of something. But, which happens sometimes as well. Power outages and everything. But yeah, we'll wrap up the stream in a bit. But otherwise, we'll keep working on the roofs a little bit. I think I'll start bringing in the side one over here. Go to the bigger flat one here, and then let's see, bring it there. That looks good. So yeah, hopefully you guys can hear and see me now. Looks like the connection's back. All right, I don't want that one. Oh, yeah, that's sticking through that side. Want it right there. There we go. Perfect. Let's bring this one across. And right there. Okay, now for the single blocks. Any of you guys have other lists and games that you're keeping an eye out on? I feel like 2025 and 2026 are gonna be pretty big years for maybe seeing some new stuff, or at least some more information about highly anticipated games. Be interesting. Subnautica 2, yeah. That one's gonna be awesome. With the success of Subnautica 1, that's and I think Subnautica 2 was also gonna be multiplayer, wasn't it? I think. I maybe just heard that somewhere, but yeah. Waiting for Permafrost, Viking Dynasty, Under a Rock, heck yeah. Under a Rock's at the top of mine too, yeah. Subnautica 2, Light No Fire, definitely. Claire Obscure, oh, interesting. I haven't heard of that one. Ashes of Creation, yep. Yeah, it is multiplayer. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm stoked about that. Crimson really liked Subnautica, and so maybe Crimson and I will have to do Subnautica 2, and do a little Twitch playthrough or something of that. Because he really liked that one, so it's got to be good. I haven't actually played it. I've just watched other people play it. Got some friends that play it sometimes, and we'll chat and stuff. They like it, but interesting, yeah. Dune Awakening, oh yeah. Excited for the next update of Enshrouded. Oh, definitely. I mean, we'll see if, yeah, I'll see. Maybe they'll add the water biome this year. I don't really know what their plan is for that. But, be exciting. Why is this pillar... Hang on. Something's off here. With the way the pillars are. This, glad I caught this now, yeah. This pillar is in the wrong spot. Hold up. These two are. They're too far out. These ones are on the outsides. Yep, on the outsides it's here. Okay. So they're going right here instead. Whoops. Glad I caught that now. Or that would have kind of misaligned things a little bit. Alright, let's go to the palm wood, and then snap that right there like that. Okay. Oops, actually, gotta destroy this roof block in order to place that pillar. There we go. Same thing over here, just to the outside. Okay. I would have noticed it later, but yeah, I was like, huh, why is one of the roof sides different than the other? Thanks for a sub, Hunter. I appreciate it. Welcome. They said they were going to launch sometime in 2026. Yeah. The spring of 2026 is their plan for 1.0. So I'm excited about that. We will we'll see when they get that out, what the plan is for that. But they might get the water biome out like before 2026, which would be cool. Ask what my settings are. Your game is kind of choppy when you play. Oh, okay. No worries. I have everything pretty much on max because I have a decent graphics card. Quality preset. Well, right now it's on custom because I turned my voxel details off just for doing the roof. But yeah, it's all max quality, little bit of sharpness. Field of view is pretty high. VSync is on, which just makes it more performance friendly, and then I game and stream in 1440p. For my tablet though, I have a much lower, I only have 4 gigabytes of video RAM, so for my tablet, instead of this on custom, it's on balanced or performance, which makes it run really smooth there. So yeah, kind of depends on your computer. This runs really smooth for this one, but yeah, different computers I have different settings. It does a pretty good job recommending settings as well, so it kind of depends. Then just make sure your graphics drivers are up to date if you have the graphics card, which you probably need to run this game smoothly. It'd be harder to run it on a CPU. All right, there we go. Now I can do my 45-degree angles, which I think, yeah, just make sure this this seems correct. I think so. Since you play on Steam Deck, you have it, whatever it sets the default. Right. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Oh, the build system's being revoked too. Hoping going to see some, or yeah, going to be really fun to build in. Oh, definitely for Subnautica. All right, let's see here. Can I snap this roof? I want it down. Is that about where I want it? I think so. Yep, because then I can, yep, okay, perfect. Just want to make sure I did this roof the same as the other one. We're gonna go out of first person so I can see what I'm doing here a little bit more. Okay, rotate this around. Made a mega garden. You turn to max quality on the game crashes. Yeah. So the graphics drivers, RAM, it's definitely not as, it's not like Valheim level of performance quality, right? So it's way better than it ever used to be, like in the demo version and stuff, but yeah, you still need a little bit of resources to run Enshrouded. PC was $1,500. Yeah, that might explain it then. The fact that you can run it though on that is, it's still impressive. That's good, but yeah, you probably won't be able to expect to run on max quality unless that $1,500 was like an absolute steal from like a guy on Facebook Marketplace that had no idea what the PC was worth. But yeah, it's probably not going to run it on max quality. But yeah, performance, it still looks good though, and balance and stuff. So that's at least nice. Like to see me build a ski lodge? Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I want to do like a fun winter village or something. Up there related to the winter cabin I did. That would be really cool. I hope they add like holiday decorations and stuff too at some point, because I liked how Valheim did that. And they do have on their roadmap like world events and stuff. Like, I don't know if that'll mean seasonal events and decorations and things along those lines. We'll have to see. But that could be cool. Oh yeah, you don't get skis or shoes at the mountain update, right. That'd be cool if we had skis, ice skates, and snowshoes to not like walk super slow. Like maybe with snowshoes we could walk faster in the snow. And those are just hopes or something. The mountain biome update added a lot of things to the game that that really changed the mechanics of it. For the better. You know, it introduced the first iteration of shiny textures from like the ice and the obsidian block and stuff. That's the first time we've ever seen shiny or reflective textures, which is a big improvement because that's kind of what they're on their way with for the water biome and stuff. So we saw that for the first time with the mountain biome update, and yeah, the whole snow mechanic and weather system for the first time. So I have a feeling the mountains might get changed a lot or improved with time, because they added a lot of stuff with that update. That was a big update actually for especially quality of life and functionality of the game in general. One you're getting is 32 gigs of RAM with a 4070. Oh yeah, that'll run Enshrouded good. That'll probably have no problem going on max quality. I just built one with my younger brother, actually only like a month ago. He wants to do some filming and stuff, and so we built a PC, and with the 4080 runs max quality Enshrouded no problem at all, so I'm sure 4070 will. And yeah, because that's a good one. Yeah, they didn't put snow angels in the mountain biome, right? Oh, cool, you play on max with a 4070 and it works great. Awesome. Yeah. So there's your answer. Should be totally fine then. Because I think, what, 4070 has... Is it 12 gigabytes of video RAM? Which is definitely plenty for max graphics on Enshrouded. And now the good old 5090's out. Big powerhouse. Although it's interesting, a lot of color graders and editors are complaining about the 5090 because the amount of AI generated pixels. So they're claiming all these big things with it, and it's really great. It's really great for gaming, right? Because of their whole DLSS 5 technology and stuff. But when it comes to color accurate pixels, like it's using AI to try to generate lots of pixels in between things to get higher frame rates and stuff and try to look crisper and things, but it's not the real image. So for color graders and video editing, some people have been complaining about like, you know, is NVIDIA gonna take the direction of doing too much in the way of AI and generation and stuff like that, to where it's no longer gonna be like accurate to be able to get a real perception of like a high quality photography or other things like that, which is interesting. I do some color grading myself and stuff, which is why I was hearing about some of that. It's not too big a deal, but yeah, they've been commenting a little bit about that, of like the amount of power it uses versus, and the fact that it's not really generating the pixels. It's kind of more being done with some AI, which is interesting. I'm Nobody, welcome. Glad to see you here. No worries, Karuto, thanks for stopping by. Way too many plants, but when you're exploring the world, it's fine. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, there's the sunset over there. Looks nice. Yeah, the lighting is a little flat, though. I feel like that is kind of the best way to describe it. Since some of their new updates, they're still kind of dialing in the way bloom works and stuff like that, so I feel like it's just like this tree, like it's very flat. It's, I don't know how to quite describe it, but I feel like they're improving. Like every update, they change the lighting a lot, so I feel like they're cooking something up. Cabin looks so close. Oh yeah, from the top of this roof, right? The treehouse up there. Yeah, this is a good view of the treehouse actually at sunset. We can really see some things because the bloom's not quite as bad this time of day. Yeah, it does look pretty close, doesn't it? Because this tavern's pretty big. I was thinking I could continue that branch out just a little bit and make a grapple point to where we could jump off the roof of the tavern or a balcony up here and then grapple up to the treehouse. Could be a cool thing to do. Because yeah, this tavern's like the tallest build on the ground because it sits up on the cliff here. Which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool to be able to see it from the tree builds and stuff. Kind of integrates it a little more with the textures and things. How many rooms in the tavern? Yeah, I plan to do a lot. It'll have lodging for the villagers. It'll kind of be my main villager house. Oh, that's cool. We can sleep in first person. Do I have any tips for decorating? Well, I've got some of the decorating live streams up for, what should I say? For the mountain cabin. So feel free to watch those if you haven't. They're still up on YouTube. And I do want to do, obviously, this whole build as a live stream series. So I'll be doing decorations inside the tavern, which will be pretty decked out, I think. Kind of a fancier build of the village. So yeah, stay tuned, and I might do some shorter videos as well here and there of tips for decorating, because I know I get a lot of people curious about that. Thanks for the sub, Joel. Welcome, and thanks for the Twitch sub, BP Turner. I appreciate it. Alright, we'll kind of finish off. I think I'll finish off this little roof section into there. And then I don't know how long I've been streaming for, but probably because I had to kind of reset the YouTube stream there in the middle. Do any of you know, based on when it said I started streaming? I think there's also a command or uptime. I think exclamation point uptime in the chat. But I probably won't go too long today because my aunt is over, so I'm gonna spend some time with her after this. All right, yes, almost 2 hours. All right, cool. That's what I was figuring. Yeah, copy and paste function for building, that would be pretty cool. All right, let's get these little pieces up. This isn't taking quite as long as I might have thought for how big this roof is. Because this tavern is huge. It's, yeah, the biggest build in the village by like twice as much, so... I guess this is a real, tribute to the fact that you can do mossy roofs even if they're massive. It's gonna look cool in a screenshot from far away, though. It's kind of hidden. We're in the shade a lot, but it's nice. Yeah, make the jack-o'-lanterns. Heck yeah. Nice that they've got those for sure. Yeah, mirror flip would be cool too for rotated objects, definitely. Building a massive cathedral with a, crouch vaulted ceiling. Be nice to have a copy and paste, definitely. Yeah, I wonder what they'll do with their creative mode. If they're gonna go like all out with the creative mode. Meaning like bring in elements of like the world edit from Minecraft and like the ability to copy and paste and do all kinds of crazy things like that. Or if it'll just be the ability to like fly and place free resources. I don't know. But yeah, Enshrouded, well, I feel like for mega builds though and stuff, they would, yeah, they gotta work on the render distance. And then if they dial that in, I definitely love to see some functions that make mega builds easier, like the copy and paste stuff or things like that. It'd be really cool. Yeah, being able to make our own blueprints, definitely. Yeah. And I'm thinking, like, yeah, because Under a Rock, that's actually what I'm really excited about for that game coming out, because Under a Rock has a blueprint system where you can copy your build and save it as a blueprint and share it with other players, or build it yourself again, which is really, really cool. Under a Rock is going to be a really nice game. It's kind of like a fantasy, tropical, artistic vibe for the graphics, so it's not really realistic, but that's okay. I kind of like the fantasy, playful graphics for games because it makes it fun. But yeah, that game I'm curious to see about that because I'm excited. We can't do terraforming in Under a Rock, so it's not going to be like Valheim or Enshrouded in that sense. But the building system itself looks incredible in that game, and really excited. Do some island huts and everything. The vibe in that game just seems really fun. Yeah, probably be like Valheim's build, creative mode, right. You did a lot of domes in Minecraft, so the process will be, yeah, exactly the same. Just a little more detailed, 4 times the detail, I guess, technically, because the Enshrouded blocks are smaller. There's also, like, programs online that can help you, like create circles or domes out of pixels, like a block. So you could use those. They can be really helpful when kind of outlining it to know where to place blocks or how to make a circle out of blocks or other things like that. Maybe I could try to throw a link in the Discord at some point for one of those, but I'm going to use one of those probably if I build another big tree from scratch to kind of make the tree trunk. I'm going to use like a program to know how to do the circles with blocks based on the size and kind of decrease it as I narrow up with the tree. Did a mega dome by the dragon? Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, massive cave biome with glowing creatures and plants would be awesome. Right. That would be cool. Can't make the ice cube. Definitely. Yeah, at least it looks, you know, that's what I've done for the lake and the waterfall down here, just with ice. Ice will suffice until the water biome comes out. Oops, don't want that there. There's gonna be some fairly high ceilings. Be able to put some nice like chandeliers, and maybe I'll try to build a bunk bed in the tavern. Why not? This whole upper level is going to be the sleeping quarters for the villagers, that's a lot of space. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of beds in here. And then kind of the bottom 2 levels will be like the lounge and the tavern itself. Make an ice fortress. Oh, that'd be sweet. It's funny, actually, where I live, actually not too far, there's like an ice castle that I don't know if they did it this year actually, but that they've tried to do annually, where they'll build a giant ice hotel. It's really cool. You can actually like rent it and stay in it, you know, stay in a room. I think a lot of places actually do similar things like that, where they're in colder climates. That would be a really cool idea, though. Oh, you went to ice castles in New Hampshire. Oh, awesome. Yeah, that sounds fun. I've never been, but yeah, that concept, that would be sweet to do an ice fortress in Enshrouded. Be really cool. But check the Terraria forums, they have the pixeled count. Oh yeah, for grids and circles. Oh, definitely. Because that game's got a lot of it, yeah. With the popularity of Minecraft and everything else, you can like enter, oh, how many blocks wide do you want the diameter of your circle? And then it'll give you the pixel circle and stuff like that. I actually never really use those up into like if I do a tree or stuff, because I have a pretty good sense of how a circle is done with blocks and stuff just from practice, but they are helpful, especially when you start getting really big circles, because it just eliminates the trial and error of and makes it really quick. Yeah, it didn't get cold enough in Georgia for that. Just variation of golden spiral. Oh, nice. Right. Let's see. Let's get this done. All right. Couple more rows up here. The moss is the tedious bit. I mean, the moss, you know, kind of takes about as long, little longer than the wood part. But now you guys can kind of get a sense of time when I do these roofs for these builds. It's well worth it because they look so good. But they do take time. You got to be patient with it. But yeah, when they're on a bigger scale, especially for this tavern, like that's gonna look really cool when it's all covered in moss. And I want to do a window jet out and stuff. Like we'll add a lot of texture. Right now we're just getting the rough, like it's a very rough shape of the build. It's gonna change a lot as we continue it, that's for sure. Yeah, I would love to build an igloo in the game. Yeah, I was thinking I gotta build a snowman with the winter cabin that I did. Try to figure out how to do a fun snowman build. I live in Colorado and it's always ice castle. Yep, Same. Do you live in the mountains of Colorado? I'm kind of near the mountains, or on the mountain side of it. It's been a lot warmer in the past few years than it's been in the past, though, because, yeah, climate change and other stuff. Like, we seem to just kind of get more, like, slushy, damper colds, but not really piles of snow. Like, when I first moved here, like, 17 years ago, we used to get, like, lots of snow. Not so much anymore. Yeah, being able to figure out what the math equations for circles and blocks, yeah, definitely. Yeah, thank God for double jump. I know. Double jump's like the first thing I get in the skill tree. Double jump, updraft with the glider, that makes navigation so nice. It's weird starting another playthrough, like with Crimson right now. I don't have double jump. And it's like, I always get stuck everywhere. But yeah, it's interesting. Live pretty close to the mountains. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty here. I do like it. All right, well, there's that little section of the roof. You can kind of see, yeah, I like that overlap. Just a little bit of texture with those side roofs being a little bit lower than the top one. Nothing too crazy, but a little something, which is nice. I like that. Oh, you live on a river plain and it's pretty here on its own way. Oh, nice. That does sound cool. Yeah. Well, this is definitely coming along. We'll do the get going on the other side here for a little bit. All right. Don't gotta use those. Gotta challenge myself to use the blueprints when at all possible. Greatly speeds up the process. And right there. Oh yeah, and the blueprint will allow us to place the blocks within the tree trunk here as well. Because we can't really get to those if I wasn't using a blueprint. I think I will leave these two trees. I don't know why, but they do look kind of cool. And it, I don't know. If they fit and they look okay on the inside of Tavern, they do look neat. Have them almost like growing into the side there. Do I ever explore anyone else's build? Sometimes. Had a few people invite me onto their world and stuff. Don't often have the time to check out everyone's build in person and stuff. But yeah, I always love seeing your guys' posts in the Discord server and pictures, and every now and then I'll check in on the Enshrouded Discord too to see what people are up to and building. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of cool inspiration. Saw someone a while ago did like a wagon house using the table saw and the spinning wheels as like the wheels for the wagon, and then kind of glitching them into the ground. And that was pretty cool. You know, like I wouldn't have thought of that initially. Gotta add something like that to the Forest Village. That'd be a cool addition to a little Hobbit village or something. Little covered wagon house. Yeah, the bright side, don't have to worry about a watershed. Oh, yeah, totally. Hey, Christy, welcome. Yeah, people definitely have lots of cool ideas. That's for sure. Yeah, I want to do a wagon for the merchant. Oh, totally. That'd be cool. The wheels on the wagon go round and round. Indeed. All right, so I can't really, you know, we'll just try our best to... All right, can't really build around the tree. I'll try to build around it for now. But I can't really use a blueprint for this section. Or maybe I could. Yeah. I will use a blueprint. Let's go to the 2-meter roofs, and then let's place them like this. And then I can take the block and destroy these guys. There we go. Now they're in the tree. Like how that looks. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll remove the tree later, but for now, it's gonna stay there. You pick a spot for base on the ground so you can start half burying your various pieces. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's funny too. In like Valheim, you know, a lot of people dig holes in the ground to bury workbench upgrades and everything like that underground to save space. It's a strategy for a game like that. With Enshrouded, there's a few upgrades, but there's not a whole lot when it comes to the upgrades for benches. It's mostly like just the requirement that the NPC has to be sheltered, have to have a bed for certain things, and then like certain things like the alchemist mortar or the carpentry or blacksmith tools, but it's not, yeah, with Valheim you gotta have like a lot of upgrades around the space, and it can be hard to fit it in smaller builds. But yeah, for Valheim you kind of just create villages based on like what you are using, you know. I could have a house for the blacksmith, a house for the carpenter, sorts of stuff like that. Obviously there's no like NPCs in Valheim, but you could, you know, you still imagine like that. Oops, it looks like I'm gonna have to go with blueprints again. Really? I can't just, maybe I could squeeze something in there. If I put this here and then I'm gonna have to do blueprints again for this row. Okay, no problem. 2-meter roofs again, and then go out like that, and just destroy these guys. Okay. What's nice too is these roofs are low, they'll be low on the sides, so I'll probably be putting walls that are a little bit like in from them. But we do have some space on the sides where I could even phase some chests or some like baseboard lighting or something down here. But this is a lot of space. This should be good for some rooms and stuff in here. And yeah, having some jut outs and things, kind of like I did for the tree village on the front, to bring some big windows on the sides of the roofs. That'll look really nice. So yeah, the next couple streams will probably be roofing streams. This stream, we're doing the tarred shingle roof block section. Next time we might, yeah, we'll kind of finish this off and then also do the jut outs, I think. Start planning more of the detail, because I'll do a lot of the detail before I actually add the moss over the roofs, because I have to know kind of the full roof line before we do that. So the moss will come, you know, a bit in the future. We're not going to work on that right away. But it's nice to get the tarred shingle roof block portion down so that I can get a sense of size and scale and everything. You can see someone judging your world and being like, why is your dishware sticking out of the front yard? Oh, it's all good. Get some good tips for roofs, Christy. Heck yeah. Well, hopefully these will kind of help. I mean, they're tedious, you know. I use the blueprints for the 45-degree sections, but otherwise, it's kind of block by block. We've been working on this in today's stream. This is what it looks like under the mossy roofs that I do. I'll just kind of outline it with a tarred shingle roof block, and then we'll put the moss and flower soil over the top. But that's kind of why I'm doing this build as a live stream series, because a lot of people like to see those steps that I skip ahead, especially for roofs. I've gotten lots of requests to do videos for the mossy roof, and it's a long video if I did a video for it, but yeah, doing it in streams and stuff, you guys can see more of the detail of kind of how it's done. Why do I have, oh, I used the wrong block for that roof. Okay, I was like, what did I do there? Okay. Why did I see conifer wood block show up in my inventory? Just started this game a couple days ago. Question, has the game improved from a year ago since you started? Oh, absolutely. It is insanely more developed from when I first started. It's had the most updates I've ever really had, kind of the most attention in an early access game that I've played. Yeah, it's really great. Let's put a roof piece there. I think that'll work. Liking the shape of it? Yeah, I think it's turning out good. I like the steep roof shape for here. It'll match the treehouse up there, which is kind of what I was going for. It's a bigger scale than the treehouse. It's like 8 blocks wider than the roof of the treehouse. So it's what I did up there, but scaled up slightly, which I think will work. Alright, let's bring this all the way in there. Perfect. Do the same thing on this side. I built some of the stuff from the Chinese New Year NPC. Not the armor set, but yeah, I've built the wall dividers and just done some of that to check out what they look like. And the lantern. I don't think some of the new foods are potions if she had them, but... yeah, the devs are cooking really quickly. They are. They really are. It's amazing. Yeah. Sure, I've been asked this a lot, but do I enjoy building in Valheim or Enshrouded the most? Honestly, Enshrouded the most right now. I used to say like, oh, they're both, yeah, and they still are. They're both good in their own ways, but Enshrouded's just got something, yeah. It's like, if I feel like a really good challenge or a big build, Enshrouded's my go-to. Right now. Just the new updates they've added, the new pieces they have, it's insane, and it's a lot of fun. We are officially out of roof blocks, so to give you a sense of how many roof blocks, we started with about 4,500. So 4,500 blocks were placed in today's stream just to do this portion of the roof, and we're not even quite done. So yeah, have patience. But it's coming along. Let me see if I have more tar. If not, I will hop over to the resource worlds and we'll use those to do some of the building. Is there a build max capacity? There are, so like right here, this is a flame altar, and there are so many flame altars that we can place. We can only place 10 of them. And the flame altar has like a boundary that you can build in, which is pretty big if you upgrade it. So this is all just in one flame altar. But yes, there is a limit for, you know, how much you can build technically. Yeah, the roof is probably going to be about, yeah, close to 10,000 blocks. Just for a sense of scale and stuff. Yep, it's big. All right, let's see if I've got some, I don't think I've got tar, yeah. I've got a lot of wood logs and stuff, but let me check in one more spot because I don't want to go grabbing stuff that I'm not out of already, but yeah, like I won't use a resource world for the progression, but for some of the building, it's nice. It'll speed up the process for something like this, especially when I run out of moss and flower soil, because there's going to be a lot of that on this roof, that's for sure. Let's see, I've got some blocks in there. Nothing here. Okay, no more roofs there. All right, let's head into the resource world from DeLindsay. He was on the stream the other day. And yeah, he's done some great resource worlds here. Still shopping for a good place to build your full base. Yeah. Starting valley, you're starting to outgrow. Yeah, I don't want to tear down and rebuild. Yeah, no, there's no rush on a playthrough. You can, it's fine if you take it slow. I like taking it really slow. Yeah, sometimes it actually is hard to find ideal places to build in Enshrouded because there are so many pre-built structures and other things like that. So yeah, it can get a little tricky sometimes to find building locations. All right, this is more than enough to finish the roof. Yeah, it'll take like 10,000 flower soil to cover a big roof, definitely. It takes a lot. And previously this is all like you guys can get a sense of how slow the playthrough is. This is the first time I'm really going into the resource world for materials, so yeah, I had a lot of leftovers from my playthrough, which is cool. You know, at this stage in the game, it's like I saved everything. I put it all in chests and everything from when I was progressing, and it allowed me to do a lot of building, actually, which is kind of surprising. And also getting resources, for those of you that might not know how or want to do the resource worlds, and that's kind of how I've done it previously, is just the tools. Get yourself the highest level pickaxe that you possibly can. Like right now it's the steel one. This is the highest level one in the game. But the higher and the better your pickaxe, it's way faster for farming resources. Like the flower soil, the moss, the bark, the wood, stuff like that. It's just really, really quick. Keep finding nice looking places and then find shroud or bad things below. Yeah, I do feel you there. It is difficult sometimes finding ideal locations. It's definitely tricky sometimes. I spend a lot of time searching for spots because I also like them to have good lighting too. Just to take like it's hard to take screenshots or do my YouTube thumbnails when I can't get the right lighting on a build. And like this tavern, I can't really get the right lighting. Like it's always in the shade and stuff, but it still looks okay, you know, but yeah, sometimes it's nice. Like I try to find good spots that are relatively open, not too near something, so that they hopefully don't change throughout the updates. And then also just, yeah, it might have a good view or something like that. They should make an obsidian pickaxe. Well, technically, that would be like kind of after the stone pickaxe, right? You'd have an obsidian one after that. Because the steel pickaxe is like, that's pretty top notch. Start using wooden gates and the grates instead of roof tiles, and then cover them with moss. Yeah, that's a great thing to do. Because those get it a great thing to do. Yeah, because those would be a really really good frame for doing moss and stuff over. I want to use those to build like little, you know, if I ever do more of like a village or a little fishing village, I want to build some little market stands and stuff. Some people have been getting creative with that in the Enshrouded Discord lately. Doing little market stands and shops and things, using the grates and then putting rugs and stuff over them for like a little tent roof. And there's some really cool things we can do now that we can rotate pieces. Yeah, you pick spot, started building, hate the spot, start over. Definitely. Yeah, and now you've got the goal to build a tavern around one of the big blackmire trees. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, building in these trees is so cool. It's just... And all the exploration and the trees that are kind of pre-built, you know, with the little passages and windy staircases and VUCA huts and things. So much fun to explore this biome. I really got a kick out of it the first time I came into Blackmire. That's definitely an experience to remember. Yeah, these tree textures are interesting. They've got like 2-dimensional for some of the branches. I've never really been up close in the branches here. Interesting. So it's like 3D for certain things and then 2-dimensional for like the little branches that go out. Which makes sense. That makes it able to render in from farther away for the foliage. I noticed that, yeah, foliage does render in from pretty far away, which is nice. This is making you want to play Enshrouded instead of working on your video. Well, do what you enjoy, right? If you really want to play some Enshrouded, play some Enshrouded. Take a break, right? Although I get it, The whole discipline thing, being a content creator, is hard. Especially for my other channel, my personal channel that I'm trying to revive. I'm like, I really want to do videos, but yeah, there's a motivation aspect and everything else too, but so sometimes I'll take breaks and just allow myself to have fun with other things and go off script and off schedule and stuff, but yeah, I definitely understand the aspect of trying to be disciplined, so. Yeah, I could time-lapse my build, so I actually have 2 Enshrouded accounts to do that. The biggest issue, let me go sleep. The biggest issue with time-lapsing a build right now is the weather and the time. Well, I can turn the weather off, but the time of day. And a lot of people, like with this build style, I get a lot of feedback. I haven't really done much time-lapses, but a lot of people tell me how they're glad I don't, because time-lapses can be really distracting when you're dealing with the sun constantly moving at different spots in the sky, and it gets flashy, and like it gives a lot of people headaches if you can't have like cameras designed for it. So how I would do time lapses is I would kind of have a second account join my world and then just act as like a camera and then have my other character building, but then you're still dealing with the sun passing through the sky and nighttime and everything else that I'd have to worry about, and the lighting would just be really inconsistent, which when you're doing a time lapse can get really distracting. So yeah, there are ways, but it's just not quite optimized for that. And maybe creative mode will add features to kind of toggle the time of day or other things like Valheim has, which makes time lapses and stuff like that a lot easier for sure. And of course, there's the Minecraft build camera, which is like, or Minecraft replay mod. That's what it is, replay mod. That thing is amazing. Like, I wish every game just had that. You can go back in your game and like just customize exactly where you want your character and camera and everything. It's nuts how that thing works. It makes Minecraft time lapses and mega builds insanely easy. Hey, no worries, Joe. Thanks for stopping by. And hope you got a great rest of your day. Oh yeah, I've got weapons that glow in the dark. Why can't I make a pickaxe glow in the dark? That would be cool, right? To do a pickaxe that can, to give off a little bit of light. They also boosted the Ring of Light, by the way. They have a ring that you can put on in Enshrouded that lights up the space, and it used to be really bad. Not many people used it, but they boosted that, and I'm glad they did. Because yeah, it's a lot better now for building. I should actually probably just be wearing it now because not really doing much combat. I have not played Pow World. Heard about it and seen it. It obviously was the big release while Enshrouded released. They came out with like a couple days apart, I think, or maybe not a couple days, maybe a week or two. I don't really remember the exact dates, but yeah. At the time of release, Pow World and well, you know, at least from my friends and stuff I was hearing, it wasn't as great as Enshrouded, but I don't know, maybe they've done some stuff to it. Yeah, you got the ring recently, Christy, and love it. Yeah. I'm really glad that they kind of buffed it a bit. I was like, it didn't provide any more light than just like a glowing sword or holding a wand in your hand, and I was like, it's not really worth it. But then they actually, yeah, they buffed it a lot, which is really nice. I love the weather in Enshrouded. It's nice. The subtle rain effect and stuff. I feel like I'd turn it up, but then I don't want the volume of the game to be too loud. Where can you get the Ring of Light? There's a lot of places to find it. Trying to remember. Yeah, there's a lot of places. I don't actually remember exactly off the top of my head, but I know I found it in like every playthrough, so I think you'll find it if you're looking in the chests and stuff. Yeah, the ring makes such a difference, definitely. It's kind of like it's not quite as good as the Wisp Light, but it's good, and it's free, you know? You don't have to, like, make a potion or something. You just wear it, and it lights up the space, which is nice. In the southeast, it's pretty rare. Okay. Yeah. So there's a few spots for it, but, yeah, it's, I don't know where to point you exactly on the map. I've got a few of them, so I found a few of them, but yeah. Building Power World is super simplistic, limited. Don't enjoy building in that game. It's more tending your army and monsters and everything. Yeah. I think that's kind of why I never really looked at it much. It seems fun, but it's not as building oriented as you know. And obviously with Enshrouded release, I would cling directly to Enshrouded right off the bat. That was kind of a no-brainer with how good it was. Oh, the ring doesn't work in first person? Oh no. Maybe they'll fix that eventually. It is a random loot. Yeah, I don't think you can build the Ring of Light. Yeah, you've got a big chest filled with rings, yeah. I do too. I've been starting, you know, now in my playthroughs to like delete or salvage old weapons or other things. It's like I can get them again. I can find them again. But yeah, I kept a lot of stuff initially, and it eats up lots of storage early game. I feel like in Enshrouded, the biggest priority is get your starter house done and get your chests in for storage, because you will need everything later on in the playthrough. But like, you have to delete some things to make space. Or just keep adding storage. Alright, we're getting there on this side. Oh, Power Worlds build systems like Ark. It's still a lot of fun. Interesting. Okay. The Ark, you can actually make some pretty stuff easily. Power is more simple than that. Yeah. I do, like, I don't know if I stand behind the fundamentals behind Ark when it comes to, like, the dev team and all of their whack stuff to try to get money to fund their game that they've done by like shutting down servers and like making people buy the game all over again just to get more money. They've done some weird stuff with Ark, but I do like the concept, and with Ark Survival Ascended and the graphics that they kind of did for that remade game, I do have my eye on Ark 2 for sure. I'm not sure if I'll get it or do it, but with the building system improving and the graphics and stuff, Ark 2 does look pretty interesting, at least based on the trailers and stuff, if I'm kind of going just based off of that. Yeah, first thing you do is chest, definitely. Definitely. Be checking out Ark soon. Had it for a while and never played it. Oh, interesting, yeah. Yeah, let us know how it is when you check it out and stuff. But is it just Ark, or do you have the Ark Survival Ascended or one of the newer ones? Because the concept seems cool. Like it looks good, and it is a popular game. If the dev team, you know, I just hope that they do the right things with releasing Ark 2. That's all. Yeah, Arc 2 won't be a thing for at least a decade, right? That's kind of what I'm worried about as well. There's like a lot of speculation for stuff, but it's like, with what they've been doing, it's kind of hard to tell. Alright, I think that's to the edge. That tree branch is kind of blocking it, but it should work. Yep. Yeah, you've got 4 exceptional rings of mana, 3 stamina, and 2 health. Yeah. So you can narrow down. Sometimes I keep 2 rings of, like, for this character, I have 2 rings of greater stamina, or greater mana, I think, for this mage. So I stack 2 rings because rings can stack, but you definitely don't need more than 2. Yeah, the publisher keeps screwing with wildcard. Just enjoy the fun parts, definitely, yeah. Oh, got it as a free code. You forgot where you think Twitch giveaway. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'd say it'd be worth checking out. I mean, I would if I just had it, you know. But it's yeah, I might. We'll see what Arc 2 ends up being like when it comes out. But it's definitely not like I'm not anticipating it. I should say I'm looking forward to it. Looks cool, but I'm not. It's not like at the top of my list. It is Arc Survival Evolved. Okay, cool. That's like what I would get if I got an Arc thing now, but so I was seeing like some people were able to build tree houses, and like the graphics in the game did look pretty cool. A lot of people are commenting about crashes and other things though, and not really getting much attention from the devs, but which makes sense because they're, you know, Arc Survival Evolved and some of the others were kind of just a money grab for the newer game, but they do seem pretty cool. And if it does run well, then I think it'd be worth checking out. Elder Scrolls 6. It's going to be bad. Yeah, I don't know a ton about Elder Scrolls stuff. That would be another thing to ask Crimson, because he plays that. He's played like all the other ones too. And he's liked them. I don't know if he actually how much he plays them anymore, but Silly Fishy, how's it going? Welcome. And Teza, late to the stream, no worries at all. Appreciate you stopping by. Won't be on too much longer, but always good to say hi to y'all. Arc Survival Evolves is a fetcher complete if you're iffy on Ascension. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so there's things like missing or other stuff, but I don't know, the concept seems really cool. It feels like, I don't know, the Jurassic World or Jurassic Park movies. It's like the concept is awesome, but they could have done better with some of that, with some of how it was. Like, there's not many good movies or games out there of like living in the dinosaur era. There's some devs trying to work on stuff, but I don't know. Ah, you came from the Troll Cave build. Nice. Hope you enjoyed that one. Yeah, I love building games. Valheim and Enshrouded are kind of the two big ones on the channel so far. Mainly Enshrouded lately. I'm really enjoying the building in this game, but yeah, that Troll Cave build was definitely fun. Hey Mina, how's it going? Welcome. Happy to see building. Always fun, inspired by great stuff. Oh, I'm glad to hear. Glad you could stop by. Yeah, Tavern's coming along well. I'm liking it so far. It's we're on the tedious bit right now. One of the tedious bits of building the wooden portion of the roof, or the wooden frame of the roof, and then we'll cover it with moss. But yeah. Yeah, no way you would have paid the price. Just mixed reviews. Yeah. But yeah, if you got it for free, like, definitely check it out, because I hear it's pretty good, so you'll have to keep us posted. You know, if it seems like Arc 2 would be more anticipated, maybe, I don't know. Oh, thanks. Silly Fish, I'm glad you liked it. And thanks for the sub. Quite epic, yeah. We make games on broken engines, they tend to be horribly broken. Yeah. Fun in a way anymore. Skyrim is broken in a fun way. Yeah. Yeah, own engines, I feel like, like Enshrouded, given that these devs have their own engine, it is pretty good, all things considered, I will say that. But yeah, technically Ark is, well, I thought Ark was using Unreal Engine 5, at least for Ark Survival Evolved, to redo some of the graphics, but I don't know. Not entirely. Enshrouded guy, you want to friend me on Steam? I would say sure, but I usually, like, I'm not, you know, accessible there, so to speak, because I have all Steam notifications off and everything. Mainly because when I'm doing videos and stuff, I don't really, yeah. I don't have many Steam friends, but I mean, I'd say feel free if you really want to, but yeah, if you guys want to message and chat and stuff, the Discord server is where I'm most active outside of YouTube. So feel free to join that, and I know you're already in there, but yeah. I'm not active on Steam from the social perspective. Shadowwrath, how's it going? Buildings have inspired you to build. Favorite trick is to bury small sandstone light. Ooh, yeah. And the outdoor tension walls. Oh, that would look sweet. I gotta try something like that. Yeah, there's so much stuff, because now you can use, like, the Q and the scroll wheel to, like, move blueprints around. You could glitch a candle back into a wall or other things like that. Some really cool things you can do. Discord servers where all the crazies hang out. Exactly. We're all the weird building nerds. It's totally fine, though. Oops, there we go. Falling off the roof now. I'm getting distracted by this big tree. It's okay, though. I think it'll work. Where can you find the Discord link? I have it in the description. It's also in the chat somewhere. You can type !Discord in the chat. It'll bring up the link. I think the bots brought it up sometimes, but yeah, feel free to hop over there if you want. I think we're getting close to 600 members in there. It's completely free, just to chat, share builds, stuff like that. And of course, members have the option for Valheim server and downloading builds and other perks and stuff. But yeah, it's a fun community over there. Hey, Christopher, how's it going? Been playing Enshrouded since release. Found the page, bring in playthrough videos, love the builds. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's a great game. It's awesome. Yeah, you're usually hidden on Steam, Christy, because you're recording a game. Someone pings you can't mess it up, right? Exactly. Yeah, so, like, I'll friend certain people if I'm doing, like, collabs, you know, I'm, like, friends with, or, like, I think we're friends on Steam, Christy, because of, you know, we've done some Valheim together or other things when we have to join worlds, but, yeah, otherwise I don't really treat Steam like my, you know, it's not really a social, you know, for me, it's more of, like, yeah, if I need to try to access worlds or do collabs, otherwise it's turned off when it comes to notifications, but the link says it expired. It shouldn't be expired. That should be a forever link. At least it's worked for the past, like, 3 years. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully, it's not. When I'm done, can you show off the roof with those beautiful trees in it? Yeah, totally. I can, yeah, I can do another far back thing with the flame altar. That's how it's coming along so far. So we're meeting it up in the middle there, but It's, yeah, it's looking nice. It'll be covered in moss and stuff. It's really weird that the link would be saying it's expired. Did anyone else join from today's stream that's still watching? Or was able to join? Because I've never had that issue. Yeah, don't message on there. Exactly, Christy. Yeah, yeah. My overall favorite building game is probably Enshrouded at the moment. With the amount of stuff, it's overwhelming. It's not as, like, simple sometimes as other games, but it's fun. There's a lot of things. A lot of things to do. No worries, Arksum. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you joined the other day. It was fine for you. Yeah, yeah. Just generated that link. I think Enshrouded, honestly, like, well, Valheim is, like, the most nostalgic game for me because Valheim kind of set the genre of these types of games to even be created in the first place. But, man, and obviously Minecraft, right? Minecraft and then Valheim kind of took the concept and then make it, you know, with beautiful graphics and everything, and then Enshrouded is just like creating a really crazy cool building system. Just generated that link. Yeah, I the one from Stream Elements and the one in the description should both be the same. They should both work. But if not, and you want to join, if it's not working, then just send me a DM on Discord. My Discord's just Chiselchip. And I can send you an invite if you want. But it should be working. It worked for you. Okay, okay, good. Oh, it says the invite may be expired or you don't have permission to join. Interesting. Well, I could try regenerating it if it's somehow just suddenly having problems. Maybe Discord had an update or something. That's weird. It's been working fine for a long time. You just joined the Discord with the link on Twitch and it works fine. Yeah, that's the same link. So, interesting. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm glad to hear it's working. It sounds like it might have just been a fluke for you, Silly Feshy, so hopefully it's okay. Yeah, it's definitely the same link on Twitch and YouTube and the description everywhere, because that's the same forever link. If I get 1,000 members in the Discord, we can generate our own link. But until then, I have to go with the link that they, you know, just generating a non-expiring link. Perhaps you being in Australia will work. right. Hopefully. I'm glad it works though. That's good. That's good. Yeah, it could be a browser issue. Okay. So I think yeah, I'm glad it works now then. Looks like it was just yeah. May have just been something I don't know. But I'm glad it worked. But definitely let me know if any problems like that happen or anything. I always like to be aware of that. So so it's always helpful, and I'm glad you let me know in case there was an issue with it. Hey, Island Papa, how's it going? What in the flying squirrel farts are you up to? I'm doing the tavern roof now. I know it looks crazy, right? We're in the trees and I can hardly kind of see right now. We're building a big tavern in the forest village in Enshrouded. I'll do another. I'll look at it from far away here soon. Let me just finish this roof line. You see the build from far away again? Yeah. In a second here. Just finish this so I know where I am, since it's hard to see in the trees here, but I want to leave this tree, I feel like. I don't know, maybe it'll be too distracting soon, but yeah, I'm in first person right now for the building mode. Yep. Really helps for stuff like this. Makes nothing gets in the way. Except the tree. When you see 9,009, yeah, to 1, it doesn't budge for an hour, you know there's a serious build. Yeah, the first person's amazing. All right, we're almost across with this one. Then I'll do some far back views of it. So the roof itself is not done yet, but so this is how it looks from this side here. I'll go around back to kind of show you how the trees, you know, are in the roof. But yeah, those trees were just there. I didn't plant them, or obviously we can't plant the big ones. But I don't know if I want to remove them yet, so they're there for now. Yeah, you can see the tavern's like, it's on a big cliff up here, big rock, kind of overlooking an ice pond that I did down there. Right up there is the tree house in the tree. Down that way is the barn. We've got the Hobbit holes down on the hill. So it's a nice spot for a tavern for sure. And it's coming along. Just kind of from this side over here. If I head right up back this way, that's those two trees. So they're the big Revelwood ones that are currently just glitching into the roof. But they look kind of cool. They could be neat to leave there if I can. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of space though. We're going to have, yeah. I'm thinking some cool balconies or decks up here with, you know, some living quarters and stuff. The bedrooms and inn are going to be kind of upstairs. And then down here on the first level, it'll be very open. I know it's all closed off now because it's just a boxy rough draft. But it'll be a lot more open, and I'll do kind of like arched ways and like open patios, and because this level will kind of be the tavern, the big kitchen and stuff, with some doorways out to the outside and stuff like that. So I don't know where the staircases and doorways and stuff are going to go yet. I'm literally just blocking out the build. It's in very simple stages, but at least we can get a sense of scale and size now, which is nice. Watched a couple of the build videos. Love your builds. Just want to say hi and chill for a second. Well, thanks for stopping by, Swanson. Glad to see you. Leave the trees if at all possible. All right, I will try to do that. I like the way they look. They kind of border the build nicely, and I think we can leave them. It's not really that much in the way at the moment, so I mean, it's a little distracting, but it's not that bad, so we can probably leave them. Would love to see how to build around the trees if I'm keeping them. Well, sure. For earlier in the stream today, we did the roof around the trees here, and we used the blueprints for that because obviously you can see block by block, like the trees have a hitbox. I can't place stuff near them if I'm just placing a block. It's like that's the closest I could put a block, but there's this big gap. So how I did that earlier in the stream, we just did the roof blueprints, the 2-meter blueprints, and you can see I can kind of phase them into the tree. So if you use a blueprint, if I wanted to place a block close, I can glitch a blueprint into the tree like that, and then destroy the section of the blueprint that I don't need. And that's how I did the roof around the trunk of this tree so far, and it worked. For the moss, I'm kind of just gonna have to go around it. It's gonna be a little more tricky. But yeah, at least we're able to get most of the roof kind of phasing into the tree, which is working. The ability to trim tree and not chop it, right? That'd be cool. Hey, Kongville, welcome. Probably not going to be live too much longer, but glad to say hi to you, and thanks for stopping by. Hope your day's going well. I know how to build. Well, I've been doing it for a while. I mean, I started playing Enshrouded, you know, a year ago when it came out, so it's ooh, hang on. I messed up on this roof. Can you guys spot the mistake? I messed up. Gotta redo the sides. Hey, Joe, you're back. Nice, nice. Just be lurking. Anybody want to stop by and say hi? No worries, no worries. I appreciate it. Christy is noob and pro today. Yep. Oh, maybe security settings on your PC. Yeah, that could be possible for the link. This is what we did wrong. We didn't include this little angle here, so that's all we have to redo. Nothing crazy. I gotta do that on both sides. When I find myself planning stuff... Oh, do I find myself planning stuff in advance versus organically fleshing it out? Honestly, a lot of both. For some of my smaller builds, I'll do more planning in advance. Like for the mountain cabin, well, sometimes I'll either look at like cabin pictures online or also sketch something out. Like I'll sketch out how I want the roof line to look or what kind of a style I'm after. And then with the blueprints, I'll kind of outline it and have an idea of what I want, but a lot of it, once I kind of lay out the foundations, it kind of just happens from scratch, just kind of as I go, which can definitely be tedious sometimes. Or like for this tavern, I just laid out a floor plan. I had no idea what I wanted, and even on last stream, I was like, oh, I wanted to do some more texture and depth in the roof, so that's why we did these roofs sitting slightly lower than the main roof and stuff, so it can change and the plan changes and stuff as I go. So I've got a rough idea for a lot of my builds, but doesn't mean I stick to it like perfectly all the time. I'm gonna clear your cookies and try to fix it, but you don't want to. Right. Good old browser cache and cookies messing with things sometimes. Alright, I need to destroy these guys, yep. And redo this little roof line here. Already impressive, you can build and read the chat. Make hardly any mistakes. I'm getting used to it. Alright, let me sleep so you guys can see now. Oh yeah, you could totally make a golf with doing the moss and stuff on the ground. That would be kind of perfect. Does look like the turf for a golf course. Oops. There's like a slight lag when you place blocks, so there's only so fast that I can like place blocks, right? Like Minecraft is pretty much instant. Actually, Enshrouded has gotten way better about that block lag, because initially it used to be pretty bad, but now it's like it's a lot faster than it used to be. So that's also nice that they've been improving that. How can I make a village from 1300s from northern Sweden? I mean, send some pictures in the Discord. Could do that just like in the media chat or something in there. I'd love to see what you're thinking. Always love inspiration. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to start other big projects at the moment, but I mean, I love building games, so you never know. And I'd love to see what you're talking about there. Okay, so there's that roof, and here's this one. So the next big thing is making these two roofs meet up, essentially. And what I'm gonna do here is continue, let's see. I'm gonna go down to this piece with the floor and place it right here. And again on the other side. And a couple on these sides there. And there. I'm going to start matching these roofs up with each other. Yeah, Tavern is a bigger project. Yeah. Yeah, warm, jolly vibe, definitely. And thanks, Kongville, for lurking on Twitch. Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, are one of my roofs still off? I don't think so. Nope. That should be all good. I think it was just those two pieces. I think the rest of this is all the same. Yeah. I'm watching this closely. Alright. Yeah, this all looks good. I think it's, yeah, it looks the same. Looks good. So we'll start meshing some things up. So this is, it saves time because usually I would just go across all the way with one and then go into it with the other roof. But then I'd have to destroy a whole opening just to get into like one of these side rooms, and it would waste a lot of time that I otherwise could save by doing it this way. So this is like, yeah, where it's a little trickier to mesh the roof lines like live kind of as we go rather than just doing it all across and then matching them up. But it does make it a lot easier and saves time in the future. So this is kind of all we'll do. I just start very simple. One block at a time, just going on all the sides to know where I'm at and not get too far ahead of myself. And then, yep, so that's meshed there. And we're going to go out by 1, 2, 1, 2 on this side. And then 2 in here. The larger roof? I don't think so. The larger roof is up higher by 4 blocks, so that's why it looks different than these side ones. It's the same roof profile. It's just, yeah, it's up 4 blocks higher than the other ones. So, yeah, it's should be perfectly even on both sides, which it is. So I think that's fine. Yeah, it might look a little different right now. Gonna look so good. Yeah, yeah. I think it will. Just turn it out nice. All right, so now I kind of have like the lines going here, or the bottoms of the roof mesh up with each other, which is good. I gotta do it one more over here. And another one here. Trust the process, all right. Yeah, even I have to do that sometimes, though. It's like, sometimes I make plenty of mistakes, like I just did there with that roof, or like I'll realize like, oh crap, something's off, like way later down the road. But it's just blocks, can always destroy it, redo it, and I'm, yeah. Sometimes I realize that, yeah, I want to change the grid, or I want to change the size of something after the fact. That's always okay. It's had to be one of my more ambitious roofs. Yeah, it is, it's the biggest mossy roof I've ever done, so yes. The second biggest, like, the treehouse was decent, but the second biggest was the barn that's down here. It was pretty straight angles, but it, yeah, there's a lot of moss and flower soil. But it looks good. So we're doing that, but for the tavern, which is going to be a pretty big build. It's going to be a big scale. But yeah, it just looks so good as the forest village. Don't ask me if I fed my goats yet. And the yaks. And the chicken things. Because the answer is still no. Hey, it'll be yes at some point. I know, it's not good. Crazy talented. Oh, thank you. And thanks, Mina. Yeah, the barn turned out nice. That's I really like that build. Want to build exactly what I'm building. Leave the center open. Oh, to mirror it upside down, a sci-fi looking structure. Oh, that could be cool. That could be cool. I just wish we could turn off the symbols on the animals. Yeah, I guess we can. You can turn off the HUD, but that just turns off everything. Definitely subscribe now. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Yeah, I think domes can be definitely done well. Actually, check out one of my other friends, Smitty Survival. He does a lot of Valheim content, but he did an Enshrouded build in the desert where he did domes for the roofs, and I think they turned out pretty good. There's also a lot of pictures on the Enshrouded Discord and stuff of people who've done some domed roofs and stuff. Yeah, feeding them's not required. It makes them happy. Exactly, exactly. They should add some sense of requirement, but... Yeah, Silly Fege, 20k subs. Hit it last night. We just hit 20k. So yeah, it's awesome to be streaming again today after 20k subs. It's super exciting. And yeah, you guys are awesome. This is such a cool community. It's so much fun to do this content and grow a community around the survival games. So yeah, definitely exciting. So thank you all, if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, for being a part of the community and getting to 20k subs. It is awesome, and definitely was cool to wake up to that today. Set one of the farmer NPCs to make animal food. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. No talkie, just build. Where's the tool or setting to rotate walls and stuff? That's just, well, that's kind of hidden behind my face cam actually right now. So you have to press, hold R and then click the right button on your mouse, and then you can, you know, rotate them all over the place. You'll have to, like, set the height of it. You know, I could do a floating table. So yeah, there's it'll show you on your screen. Just my face cam's blocking the little controls right above where they are. Thanks, Laughing Girl, and everyone else. Yeah. Oh, I would love to do balcony seating, definitely. Yeah. No, there's still a while to go in this build. It's, yeah. Not done yet by any means. We will, it's just blocked. This is the second live stream. Actually, we're got a lot done considering this is just the second live stream I've done for this build. Oops. But yeah, there's a long way to go. And we're just barely rough, like this is the rough sketch, so to speak. We'll be putting, we'll be breaking portions of the roof to do like little jut outs and things coming out of them for windows in the roof and other things like that. We'll be opening up all the walls to do balconies and little decks and stuff for the seating and the kitchen and dining and everything. It'll be cool. I will not be live tomorrow. Possibly Saturday or Sunday, though, on Twitch to do more of my playthrough with Crimson, because we're just messing around and having fun with a second playthrough while we wait for updates. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That'll possibly happen this weekend. Otherwise, I try to go live with this on YouTube at least once a week right now. My schedule's a bit busy with work, and then also trying to grow my second YouTube channel, because I would like to revive it at some point. So I've been working on some videos for that, just posted all my other studio build videos on that channel. But yeah, I like to at least try to stream when I can, and then try to maybe do some videos here and there, more, you know, between build videos of like the mage build or little tips and tricks for building and decoration ideas and other little things like that that I definitely want to do some more of. That YouTube channel is, hang on, I've got actually a link in the description. At the bottom, it should say other channel or personal channel, something like that. And there's a link there. I could throw it in chat as well. But sometimes when I alt-tab out of the game and go into chat, it's like my internet, I don't know. But I don't want to crash the stream just yet, because we're almost done. I don't want to suddenly have the stream cut off because of internet issues right before I'm about to end it. But hopefully, if you can find the link in the chat there. And I just, my summer project was building a new desk for my studio. So I put out that video, built some speaker stands, monitor shelf, and just put out a studio tour video if you're curious about any of the gear I use or anything for my videos and the specs and stuff for that. And then I want to take that channel in the direction of kind of helping creators growing online with tips for growing on YouTube and different types of gear you need, mindset, just stuff like that. Stuff that I'm also passionate about talking about and learning that I can talk about aside from the gaming stuff, which can be fun. I kind of started the channel with a lot of automotive content, actually, but I'm not really doing much of that anymore, and didn't really grow the community I wanted necessarily, so I kind of want to build like a creator community over there, if that makes any sense. So if any of you are interested in that, then feel free to check that channel out. I've got 7,000 subs over there, but none of them are very active because I kind of killed that channel a bit. By not posting and also changing direction a lot of times on it, so I'm hoping to start building a more solid community over there, which will be fun. Here, I'll go ahead and try to put a link in the chat. If the stream somehow cuts out a little bit, just know that I will reconnect. No problem, it'll only be out for like 3 seconds. But hang on, let me throw a link in the chat. All right, there's that one. I'm going to I copy that. I'm sure some people in Twitch chat might want it as well, so hang on here. You throw it in there. There you go. There's the personal channel, and then everyone on Twitch. I obviously have the Chiselchip YouTube channel where that's where I'm mostly active. Twitch is just kind of a side thing since I can stream to both at once. How much time do I spend farming materials? The 18,000 roofing blocks we got from a resource world early in the stream. I finally ran out of roofing blocks in my world, so from now on for the forest village and for the really big builds, I am going to be using the resource world from Delinsey Gaming. He created an awesome resource world, and yeah, it'll make farming them and getting them easier. Otherwise, though, beforehand, I did the steel pickaxe is the trick. It's just get the best pickaxe you can, and it makes resource farming a lot faster for like the moss and everything else. And then otherwise, though, just I saved everything I had from my playthrough in a bunch of chests, and you'll use it. You'll use everything you have. So if you're doing a playthrough, get a ton of storage ready and save everything because you'll use it at some point. Makes great sense. You have good experience with YouTube. Every bit of knowledge is valuable. Well, thanks. Yeah, I want to talk about some of that. So yeah, if any of you are interested in stuff like that, because I've also had, certain experiences that I might share sometimes when it comes to dealing with brand deals or even what to look out for, mindsets to have if you're interested in doing YouTube content or being a creator, because I've been doing it for a long time, whether it's on YouTube or elsewhere and kind of on and off. So I think it would be fun, and I enjoy talking about it. And I know that not everyone on this channel is, wanting to be a YouTuber, and I like the gaming and stuff here. But yeah, be fun on that channel to kind of dive into that niche a little bit and talk about some of that. So I'm not like totally set on exactly what content I'll be really consistent about on that channel yet, but I do want to grow it alongside this one and have a little community there for creators and stuff. You subbed. I appreciate it. Thanks. All right, so now this roof came in, so now we do the same things for this one. So now we can kind of just match them up. So I'll make it so that the corners match just like I did here. So that overlaps like that, and then this whole gap will be meshed with each other, and same thing with this whole side. And then eventually I'll kind of come down on the other side with it, which will be good, but yeah, best advice you've heard so far is about consistency, definitely. And apologies for my dog. Maybe you hear her yapping and barking. Some of my family got home. My aunt's aunt came to visit, so my mom and her went out to lunch, and they're getting back. So I'll wrap up the stream soon, spend some time with her this afternoon. But yeah, share the mountain bike downhill experience, completed downhill in Sweden. Oh, nice. You hurt your back. Yeah, good you found YouTube. Nice. Oh, definitely. I really enjoyed mountain biking. I actually started a mountain bike company for a bit, doing titanium mountain bikes. And actually, yeah, if you're interested, hang on. I'll this is it for the building part of today's stream. I'll wrap it up in the next 5 minutes or so. So for next one, we will kind of start matching these roofs up and finish this roof on this side here. Start doing some more detail. But in the meantime, I will hop off soon. What kind of dog? It's a Havanese. I've got a little Havanese, so she's a yapper, but she's cute. Thought someone was being strangled. Oh no. Yeah, she's pretty high pitch. Hang on, let me grab. Yeah, if you're interested in the mountain bike thing, let me go full on my camera here. And I actually have, this is one of my prototype frames that I did. So full titanium, this is the full suspension prototype for the mountain bikes. And the brand was Corona Cycles. I don't know if you can see the laser engraved logo. But yeah, I had started a full titanium bike brand. And this was one of the first prototypes of the full suspensions. I have some hardtail frames and another full suspension that was like the second prototype that I ride a lot. So yeah, I built a lot of stuff on that channel related to, you know, automotive things or mechanical things. So yeah, kind of just passion projects for me. I never really took the business in a big direction, but there's another company I might start working with at some point to actually start 3D printing the frames from titanium, which is really interesting, but we'll see. We'll see where that goes. Right now it's kind of a passion project, but a big compound bow. Anything for sale? I mean, I consider doing frame onlys for sale. People that would, you know, the market for these frames is definitely a high-end thing. They'd probably just buy the frame and then build up the bike from there. Yeah, rather than me selling full bikes, because when you're spending this much money just on a frame, you're probably gonna have your own stuff that you like on the full bike. But anyway, figured I'll share that with you if you're interested. Silly fashion, and yeah, if anyone else was curious. That's what that frame is that sits back there. I don't have room for any more of these in my shed and stuff, so they're kind of laying around the room, and it was a lot of time and investment creating some of the stuff I do, but it's so much learning involved, and I always love being creative, even outside of just the building and the gaming stuff. Yeah. Rob Dog, welcome. About to wrap up the stream here, but love the vids. Made a house from your big starter house. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, reach out to me on Discord. Silly fashion. I've also got, you know, the channel emails and stuff. But yeah, if you're interested in anything and stuff. But yeah, if you're in the server, you can either DM me from there or chat in the server, and always happy to talk about creativity and other things. So let me put this back, and then we'll wrap up the stream. Hey, Lionheart. All right. Cool. Well, thank you all so much for joining. It was a pleasure streaming again, and thank you all so much again for 20,000 subs on this channel. I so appreciate it, and it's just amazing to see this community growing. Master Builder Legend right here. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, it was a fun Thursday with y'all. I enjoyed streaming, and thank you all so much for joining, as always. So next time we'll continue working more on this awesome tavern. Stay tuned this weekend on Twitch. I might be continuing some just gameplay with Crimson again. So, but yeah, Tavern's coming along really well. We got a lot of the roof done today. And next time we will go into more detail about kind of meshing the roof lines and how that works. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you all next time. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Discord server link is in the description as well for any of you that are just joining in or haven't joined that yet. Yeah, super cool to see y'all here, catch y'all live, and say hi to y'all. Some new people today, so appreciate y'all joining, and I'll see you next time. Alrighty, cheers everyone.